hello.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
Who goes there?
Who was that?
It's me.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm the Jenny demon in the sign.
Oh
The
my
haunted
goodness.
Jenny sign
This is so
speaks.
exciting. The Genesee sign has actually come to life and is a special guest. And it has a friend. Hi.
Yes, we have guests this episode, which is super rad. We were talking about this weeks ago, and now it has finally come to pass.
It has. To actually introduce them, the famed Jen, who we've mentioned multiple times. And you've given us a lot of really good suggestions, so thanks for that.
Oh, no
Yes.
problem.
We've had multiple topics that we... Oh, gosh. Now, I did this before our last guest episode. I actually thought about which ones that they
We could
suggested.
pull up the list.
And now I didn't do that this time.
That's all right. I know I gave you guys kind of like a huge list because I was like, oh, this is cool. This is cool. Like, oh, I'll just send it. Maybe they'll do it. Maybe they won't. But
I think we did the Green Children.
Yeah.
Did we do the Green Children one? Wasn't that one of yours?
I think so.
And we did there was another one in particular.
Gelly Raubel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Hornet Spooklight.
The disappearance of Mordrake, right?
Yeah, Edward Mordrake.
That's right, Edward Mordrake.
The SS Orang. Orang.
Ah, the Oorang.
Charles. The Orang.
The Oorang.
Charles Bonnet Syndrome. And I think the House Watcher was that also yours?
I believe it was, yeah.
Man, more than half this show at this point.
Melissa, you should just get credit for the whole show.
I think it's all right.
I'll take a production credit, executive production.
All right.
Yeah.
And Mel, I think you've given us some suggestions too.
Yeah, and I think I've given you like a source, mostly the creepy sex robots.
Oh
so.
my God,
Yeah. That was really funny because I was already working on that topic when you just happened to mention something before we did the episode that perfectly worked with what we were doing. And you had no idea.
Spontaneous sex robots
And I
out of nowhere.
That is a terrifying thought.
I got to live the visceral discomfort all over again when I listened to the episode. It was great.
Yep. You're welcome.
Yeah. Don't worry, it was weird in here too.
Yeah. It was uncomfortable all around. And that was our first guest episode with
That's
Laura
right.
and TJ.
Yeah, that's right. Now, I will remind you, hilariously to me, while we were doing the guest episode, we announced that we were going to do this episode. And TJ immediately went to, well, God, we're not even out of the room yet. They're already replacing us. Oh, I see how it is. But we've been looking forward to this for a while.
Yeah, I was really excited all day for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. This what got me through work.
Me too.
Oh, my goodness.
So we usually just kind of jibber jabber for a while. I told you guys earlier off mic that I hurt my jaw, but I didn't explain how I hurt my jaw.
Yeah, what's going on with that? Is that a derby injury? Or?
No, this is just me.
It's probably just as cool as a derby
Breaking.
injury, right?
No, actually,
It's probably as exciting as that.
super exciting. So I have like the temporomandibular joint disorder thing. Like my jaw clicks and I grind my teeth sometimes, and sometimes it's just sore. And yesterday I couldn't figure out what I did. All of a sudden it was really sore and I could barely open my mouth. And I realized later it was because I ate a piece of watermelon, but I was trying to eat it off the rind, and I must have opened my mouth too wide to struggle to eat the watermelon.
You are the only person I have ever heard of injuring their mouth on watermelon.
On watermelon.
It's
not even hard.
It's the softest.
Yeah. It was not good. I was racking my brain trying to figure out what I did, and I was like, that goddamn watermelon. I stretched my jaw in a weird way, and then I literally, it was like opening my mouth, like an inch was like as far as I could go.
I feel like eating a watermelon is like the jaw equivalent of trying to lift an awkward TV. Like it could just be the wrong shape or sliced too thick.
I
and you're
usually
like,
just cut it into chunks now. That's what I did after that. But I was trying to eat it off of the rind because I was super hungry, and it backfired.
Can we start a new segment for this show? It's just like Christy,
weird ways I've injured myself.
I was thinking like Christy's fruit and vegetable advice. Just in general, if you got any advice about fruits and vegetables, we'll
It
just...
could be part of the middle segment sometimes.
Listen, guys, got
I
a hot
usually
tip.
have advice on fruit and vegetables.
Got a hot tip on watermelon.
I mean,
Do you guys have any advice on vegetables? or fruits.
Vegetables.
Cantaloupe would have never done that to you. That's the only advice I have.
It's true. It's true. No
Cantaloupe is a
one
friend.
eats cantaloupe off the rind. We just do it with watermelon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And it's ill-advised. Don't do it.
Not a great idea.
I have avocado advice too. Because I made
Foreshadowing.
guacamole last week, much similar to the guacamole you've made for us, Jen.
Yeah.
And it was really good.
Yeah.
But the way you cut the avocado is to cut it in half around the pit and then pull it apart and then stick the knife into the pit and jiggle it out. Mm-hmm. And then you cut around, or take a spoon around the skin and just pop it out. That's fruit advice.
This has been Fruit and Vegetable Advice with Christy Davenport. Boom, 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 boom. Our hot new segment.
Yeah.
Everyone's
It's
gonna-
riveting.
They're going to love that.
Well, you and I are dieting now, so
That's
there's
true.
going to be a lot more.
a lot more fruit and vegetable
A lot more
advice.
fruit and vegetable advice.
Right. I'm really intrigued by this friendly cantaloupe, though. I got to say, now that I'm thinking about it, never would have happened.
I mean, does anybody eat cantaloupe off the rind? I mean, nobody
No.
likes cantaloupe. I've heard it referred to as the garbage
I
melon.
like
so-
cantaloupe.
The garbage melon?
Because people complain, like, when I worked at the gas station, nobody would buy the fruit medleys because it had cantaloupe in it, so we'd throw hundreds of dollars of that away, like, a
I
week.
love cantaloupe.
Cantaloupe is so
I
good.
like cantaloupe.
Yeah.
And honeydew. Honeydew is
honey.
oft overlooked.
That's a good melon.
yeah, we
that
should get some
honeydew.
cantaloupe and honeydew.
We should grill it on Sunday. We got this
Yeah.
hot plan to grill some fruits.
Everyone's bringing fruits on Sunday, and
'Cause
we're
we're
gonna grill
weird.
them.
Because we're weird as hell. We're just going to
Grilled
have fruits
fruit's
for
the thing.
dinner.
Hey, you know
Well,
what?
I figured we'd also have another food also, but mostly just grilled fruit.
I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
I was planning on eating nothing but fruit on the grill.
I mean, you can do that. I might have like a pork chop or something. I don't know.
I may bring a burger or two.
Yeah.
So we'll grill it all up together. A pineapple. Ooh, a nice pineapple burger.
On the burger.
Yeah. That'll be
Ideas
good.
Yeah,
are
this
flowing
is
here.
really interesting.
Just some bacon.
For everyone
Put
listening.
some bacon on that. Maybe some smoked Gouda.
Yeah. And top that
Food
boy with
talk.
top that with a little bit of garbage melon. You got yourself a lunch.
Maybe we could stop referring it to as garbage melon.
it would be
that
a
does
little
not
more-
sound
Be more,
appetizing.
be
Little
more
more
appetizing.
appealing.
Yeah. Okay. We'll think about it.
Yeah.
We'll take that
Take it
under
into
advisement.
consideration.
Yeah. No, but that,
So-
actually, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
Yeah.
Anyone else have anything they want to add to the conversation? How was your day? How was your day?
How y'all doing?
How y'all
How
doing?
y'all doing?
How y'all doing? This is Christy's How Y'all Doing corner.
How y'all
I'm
doing?
really demarcating the show.
You are really splitting up everything I say into sections.
Well, I was just thinking, add a little variety to the show, recurring segments like,
Fruit and vegetable
things to
advice.
eat.
Sight gags.
How you doing? Sight gags?
Yeah, this is where we do the sight gags.
Yeah.
Oh, look, Dave just slipped on that banana peel.
Whoa!
Wacky.
Cantaloupe came out of nowhere and bit his ankles. Look out.
Oh no, he really is a garbage fruit.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, overall, the day was pretty all right. I worked and it was hot, and
Yeah,
I got to play with dry ice, which was like a cool perk of my job.
that's actually sweet.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Although I'm kind of low key terrified of dry ice.
It's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be. Just
Yeah.
don't ever stick your head into a big bin of it and breathe, and don't touch it with your
Yeah,
bare
probably
flesh.
don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remind me what it is made of.
It's so most dry ice is like a byproduct of petroleum. Like when they refine stuff, it's like a byproduct of the refineries, and it's super chilled. Like, is it?
I can't remember if it's like it's not CO2, is it?
I don't know. I think it's CO2 based. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah.
It's just awful because I work with it every day. But
Yeah.
it's like in like, and it's a negative temperature. Like it could get up to negative 120 degrees depending on
Oh my god.
And it's like it's really good for shipping perishable stuff, especially in the summer. But like because
It's
of the
solid carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
The solid form of carbon dioxide.
How about that?
yeah, so it's actually it's kind of cool. It's especially in the summertime because when we open the big bin of it, it all kind of is like that smoky. It looks like the fog that you see in
Yeah.
like horror movies, especially like the old Universal horrors.
Do you ever go like, ooh, when you open one? 'Cause
Yeah.
If not, I would recommend doing that.
This has been Dave's recommendation for Dry Ice Corner.
Yeah, stuff to do with dry ice with your old pal Drog.
I actually went to a Halloween party once where they made, it was, I think it was a Harry Potter themed Halloween party.
Ooh.
Because I was 25 at the time. And they made a couple different kinds of punches and they threw dry ice in it so it would look like smoky, and they served it in a cauldron. It was actually really cool, but I was terrified of accidentally getting a piece of dry ice in my cup and drinking it, so it's like very carefully spooning it. But that's the weird thing about it, is that once it's like gone, it's fine for it to have been in a drink. Once it's gone, it's gone. Like, it is very volatile.
I bet when it hits the drink, it's just like, "Pah, I'm gone." Because
No,
it gets warm enough.
It's
It
kind of
takes-
like ice,
Okay.
where like it has to melt, but instead of melting, it becomes like the vapor.
Yeah, it just
pretty cool.
dissipates. It's really cool because, not gonna lie, I've done it before where I've taken like a styrofoam cup that we've had and put some like hot water in it and put like with the remnants of whatever's left over that we're not gonna use.
Yeah.
And I put it in there and I watch it, and it'll bubble up like a cauldron. It makes like that like really cool bubbling sound.
Yeah.
And there's like smokes and foams and stuff, and it's actually kind of sweet.
That's pretty witchy. I
Yeah.
dig that.
We should have like a Halloween party sometime.
I'm in a silly mood today.
Yeah,
What's up with
that's
me?
good.
I'm feeling
How
real
about you,
silly.
Mel?
I'm good. I only accidentally injured myself twice.
That's good.
It's a good day.
Yeah.
There was only a little bit of blood.
Did any of it involve watermelon?
None of it involved watermelon.
That's
Yes,
good.
like most people, she did not injure herself on a watermelon today.
To be clear, it was last night.
All right, well,
You know, most of my injuries are just from me not paying attention and like accidentally wandering into walls or sharp corners, or
I do that too.
slicing my hand open because it's like, oh, that knife had a sharp edge. Who knew?
oh my god.
But you're okay.
Yeah,
No stitches were needed.
I probably shouldn't be working with food, but I do. So.
Yeah, there's,
I think that defines 50% of people who work with food.
oh my goodness.
Around sharp objects and massive ovens. So
For example, my brother, who's been in the food industry for at least 20 years,
He just keeps doing
he
stuff.
keeps injuring himself, usually during the cleaning process at work.
oh,
Like a while ago, he was cleaning like the top part of the hood above the oven and slipped. I think he was like on a ladder or something, and he slipped and he grabbed what he was cleaning, and it was sharp metal.
Oh.
And he cut his finger across 3 of his fingers really bad. I think he needed stitches.
Yeah.
And then he just gave himself a really bad burn when he was cleaning their like flat top.
Oh.
Because they use this cleaning solution, and it kind of like, it's hot and it gets like almost gooey.
Oh.
And you scrape it off, and as he was scraping it off, he probably went a little too fast, and it
Splashed
like
back?
splashed over his hand, and it is not good. He's going through a lot of gauze.
Yeah. Yeah. Is
And
he
he-
oozing?
Well, it was a huge blister, and then it burst.
Oh my god.
For those of you uncomfortable with medical injuries,
yeah, right.
Yeah,
stop listening now.
He probably should. He should go to the doctor. He should have gone to the doctor. We're like, they might have wanted to like graft that or something, because it's just a big area and it's really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's along the side of like his index finger and his thumb.
Oh, a part of your hand that you use a lot, and
Yeah.
you like move
And so
a
now
lot.
that it's healing, like it's going to eventually need to like scab up and stuff. But you bend your fingers a lot, so it
Yeah.
makes it very difficult.
Man, the human body sure is awful, huh, guys?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
You don't immediately die when you sear off like,
Yeah.
several layers of skin.
Yeah, actually, it is.
Jesus.
When you think about it, it's like it just knows what to do.
Yeah.
I guess because just untold billions of us have done the same stupid stuff.
Oh yeah. I burnt
Forever.
myself making French fries once. Basically did the same thing. Like
Yeah.
got oil on several of my fingers. I had to go to work that day because I'd picked up someone else's shift and I couldn't find anyone else to cover for me.
Yeah.
So in the 4 hours before I went to work, I sat with my hand dunked in a bowl of ice.
Wait, so you burned your fingers making French fries not at work?
Not at work. I didn't work in food industry at the time.
Oh, okay.
It was when I worked at a call center, so I had to use my fingies to type.
Your little fingies.
My little fingies.
Okay.
They were okay by the time I went to work, but
Okay.
it was still unpleasant.
Your fingies had recuperated by then.
My poor little fingies, they were pretty burnt, but they were usable. My fingy meat.
Your fingy meat.
Oh, there's like some sister language happening across the table.
Yeah. That just makes me think of the time my brother almost burned the house down by making French fries. So that was
It's like the
that was
worst,
fun.
most mundane way to almost destroy the whole house.
Grease fire, yes.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Jeez.
In college, several people set the fire alarms off burning popcorn.
Oh my god.
I think it was actually one person multiple times. And we're just like, how are you so bad at this? We're taking your popcorn privileges away.
Put it in the microwave, you hit 330, then you walk away.
Like, why? How come it's like 5 a.m? Why are you making this at 5 a.m?
Oh, pot is a hell of a drug, guys.
Oh yeah.
I had friends almost burn down their entire backyard with a couch that they were burning. So it's.
Okay.
I mean, that's just
they-
common sense.
well,
They're gonna wreck stuff.
Yeah. Well, they were burning it. They were moving, and they tossed it on the bonfire. Except it didn't stop moving after they had like rolled it end over end, and it kept going, and it caught fire, and then it tipped up against the tree. So then it was almost caught this tree on fire. So they're standing in the backyard with a garden hose trying to like put this tree out. Almost
So these
burned
are
it
your
out.
smart friends.
Yep.
Oh, man. I feel like I've heard Chris Brady tell me a very similar story about nearly setting. It was a garage, and they had like. They were trying to keep warm, and there was a fire that was just right basically under the garage door, and then people just went to sleep.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think I remember him telling us about that.
Yeah. With everyone inside the garage, you know? Like, it was
Yeah.
pretty bad.
That's probably not good.
Yeah.
It's a way to kill everybody.
Yeah.
It's a way. It's one of the ways.
It's one of the ways you can do it very efficiently.
Christy, I think I'd like to play our famous game,
Would you be talking about Trues and Fnews?
Trues and Fnews. Our true news, fake news game.
Yeah. Jen, would you like to introduce the concept of Trues and Fnews?
I sure would. Christy, thanks for asking.
Country Bumpkin, how do you get here?
I snuck in past America blanket.
That's part of our Genesee beer sign ghost backstory, of course.
Yes.
It's it came from the south. Our
It
Genesee beer
came
sign.
from the south.
This sounds like a great horror movie.
Yeah. Actually, it sounds awesome. It really
Yeah.
does,
Oh, okay. So Trues and Fnews,
as we call it.
as we call it, is this really awesome game where they give us 3 headlines for news stories. And one of them is true, and 2 of them are false. And we have to figure out which is which.
Yeah. So
Well said.
all 3 of you are going to get a chance to guess. You don't all have to agree.
Yeah.
You can have individual guesses.
I also don't know.
He
I have
does
no
not
idea
know.
what she's about. So
The
we're
plot thickens.
yes.
We did not work together on this.
No.
Oh.
So, first headline. Bumblebee tuna not pescatarian friendly after all. Product recalled for containing human remains. He's giving me a look.
I'm giving you a look. I got a little wag of the finger going on here.
All right. Next one. Michelle Bachmann backs up Kanye, asserting that slavery was a choice.
Oh, God. I feel like that is... feels very accurate.
Wouldn't put anything past Michelle Bachmann.
No.
Last one. Report. Youngstown cashier tells robber, get your own bag.
That
Oh.
Get your what bag?
Get your own
Get
bag.
Your own bag? Like,
You're robbing me, get your own bag to rob me with?
Yes.
okay.
that's
Okay,
That
so
is so Youngstown.
we usually
does
do
sound like
we usually
Youngstown.
do a recap.
Yeah, let's hear him again.
Bumblebee tuna not pescatarian friendly after all. Product recalled for containing human remains.
Okay.
Second one, Michelle Bachmann backs up Kanye, asserting that slavery was a choice.
Oh, boy.
And lastly, report. Youngstown cashier tells robber, get your own bag.
I love that one so much. I love that one so much.
I know, like I really want that one to be true.
Me too.
Like so bad.
Yeah. I mean, I always have one I want to be true, and that's
Yeah.
definitely it this time.
Yeah.
Well, the question is, are you gonna go with the one you want to be true, or is there another one you think is actually true? That's always my internal debate with these things.
I know.
Yeah.
That Bachman one is just like singing to me.
It's screaming at me.
Just like of all the obnoxious shit that I've heard come out of Michelle Bachman's mouth, I would not put this past her.
I know, which is kind of why it makes me suspicious because it's very on point.
Yep.
That's the dilemma I'm having because it's like that's so good and it can be so true, but then at the same time it's like
This is my every week.
I know.
This exact feeling.
Now you know what it's like
Yeah.
to be on the other side of this. Mel, any thoughts? Do you have a guess?
I'm just gonna go with the Youngstown one because like it makes Youngstown sound like so awful and so trashy and so like
I love
nihilistic
it.
that we don't care anymore. So that's the
Yeah.
one I'm going with.
Yeah, right. Like, shoot me or not, but don't take my bags.
Right.
Like, you're gonna rob me.
You should have planned better. Get your own bag.
Critique. We actually offer critiques on robberies here in Youngstown.
Yeah.
it's you know,
Exactly.
it's like the most Youngstown thing ever. It's like someone's coming in to rob them and they don't have whatever it is they need. They didn't plan it out, and
Yeah.
then they get there and the person who's like being robbed is like, dude, no, like bye.
Be better at
Like,
your crime.
Be better at this. Come on.
Come on.
I've been
Everyone-
robbed by better people.
Everyone robs here.
Yes.
Like I've seen better.
Yeah, really. You gotta step up your game. I was robbed by a guy last week, and he brought his own bag.
All right, so we got Mel's guess. She's going with Youngstown.
Here's the deal. I'm going Bachman.
You're going Bachman?
I'm going Bachman partially because it's been so long since I heard anything from Michelle Bachman. I can totally see her just being like, hey, people remember me?
I'm relevant.
I'm Michelle Bachman.
I'm Michelle Bachman.
And I
Here's-
think this horrible, shitty thing.
Yeah, here's a shitty thing, I think, and nice to see you again.
Sounds right.
Yeah.
Sounds legit.
I think I'm gonna go with Bachman on this one, just
Bachman?
because Kanye's stirring up a little bit of trouble. Everybody's got to put in their 2 cents, and of course with the whole "I need to be relevant" thing,
Yeah.
I'm going with it. I'm probably wrong, but I'm going.
I feel
with
like
it.
I feel like I'm wrong too.
Yeah.
We have one right person and two wrong. So
Congratulations.
I was
the highlight of my day.
I was very excited when I went on to nottheonion.com
No shit.
and saw the headline report Youngstown cashier tells robber get your own bag, and I went yes.
No shit.
And I thought it would
the
be
subreddit,
perfect.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. And we
Yeah,
and
not
we
the
made
onion
It.
subreddit. Yeah,
We made it.
we made it on to
Made it,
not the
Youngstown?
onion.
Were there any details for the?
It was a Dollar General.
Of course. I
And
don't know
if
why,
it's
but
the
of
one I'm
course.
thinking of, it gets robbed constantly.
Okay.
Like
which
back in college, which explains why she's just like not giving a fuck. Because when I was in college, I did an internship with the YPD, and some of my hours had to be with detectives, and I went to get a report with a detective from, I'm pretty sure, this Dollar General.
Yeah.
After having been robbed then, and that would have been in like 2007 or 2008. So
no,
it's a
10
pretty
years.
consistent
11 years.
occurrence. And dollar stores are like, they're often robbed. Yeah.
You know, it's like it's not funny that a Dollar General got robbed. It's funny that someone was so apathetic at this point. that
Yeah.
They're like, come on.
Bring your own bag. Let me
got a
bring up
few
the article.
I got a few requirements if I'm going to hand over this money.
And some of my jobs, I could have seen myself saying something like that. Like at the
right.
fast food restaurant or the gas station, it's like, just this being shot is actually probably going to be less painful than this job. Just do
please
it, dude.
just
it's
kill me
preferable.
now,
Let's just
please.
come on.
I can't quit, but you can kill me.
Actually, I would probably be happily like piling all the money. Like, I have more in the safe. Do you want some more? Like, I hate this company and I want to see it go down. Let's go.
Yes, I'm absolutely in that situation a like complicit party in this robbery. I will go above and beyond.
Oh yeah.
So this is
It's like, just don't shoot me. Like,
this is the article from WFMJ. An employee of an East Side business wasn't entirely cooperating with a robber, even though he had a gun pointed at her, according to a Youngstown police report. The man and woman working at the Oak Street Dollar General told officers Sunday night that a man pointed a gun at them, walked behind the counter, and demanded all the money. When the woman began to hand over the money in the drawer, he told her to put the cash in a bag. According to the report, the woman told the robber to get his own bag. The suspect held the bag open while the cashier filled it with bills from both cash drawers. The two said the robber walked out of the store on Oak Street in the direction of downtown.
oh my god.
I love
that
it
is
so much.
amazing.
So he listened to her.
Yeah,
He got his own
and he
bag.
held it open for her.
What, like a gentleman, I'll note. If
He's
you're
a
going to rob a
gentleman.
place,
I
be a
mean,
gentleman.
Gentleman robber.
Hold the bag open like
It's
a gentleman.
chivalry at its finest,
Right,
really.
exactly. Come on.
Yeah.
Be an old-timey crook. Hold the bag open for the lady while you rob her.
And also bring your own bag that has a dollar sign printed on it. Like,
Oh, you gotta
Come
wear
on.
like the little Ninja Turtle-esque mask that you see in all of
Yeah.
the
and the striped
and the stripy shirt.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta say, if I was gonna rob places, I'd need that stripy shirt. I just wouldn't feel right without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not suspicious at all.
No, not at all.
The Ninja Turtle mask and the stripy shirt.
Also,
no one
I
will ever
I
think
want to
anything.
point out that this article, this little blurb was really poorly written.
Oh, really?
I had to like edit on the go while I read this.
No kidding. Where
They
was the
said
source article
It's
from?
WFMJ.
Way to go, WFMJ.
An employee of an East Side business wasn't entirely cooperated with a robber.
Wasn't entirely
Proofreading is a
cooperated
thing,
with.
guys. Did you know that proofreading
And
is
then
a thing?
later,
Oh, no one
the
works
part
there
where
anymore.
it says
It's all robots.
it's just computers now.
Yeah, it's all robots and bloggers.
When the woman began to hand over the money in the drawer, he told her to put the cash in a bag.
He told her to her.
You told her to her.
Yeah.
I mean, how many times have I told you to
WFMJ,
you?
do better.
Be better. Be better than the robber.
A little
Yes.
slap on the hand from
And
Christy.
bring your own bag.
Bring your own bag. I love that. That's insane.
Well, congrats to Mel. I
Yeah,
wish I had some kind of
congratulations.
treat or something for you. There's
Would you care
there's
for a
some
treat?
Heath bars upstairs. You want a treat?
I got like a whole
I
stick
got
of
some
pepperoni.
grapes. We got pepperoni.
Whole stick of pepperoni, some grapes. I have
We got soda.
I got like maybe nope. I'm out of hot pockets. No hot pockets. Damn. I was gonna offer you a hot pocket. I feel bad. No hot pockets.
Oh man, you shouldn't have brought it up.
For the middle segment of this episode,
Yes.
we were referred a suggestion by Laura, who we previously mentioned, who was on our last guest episode. She told us that she was hanging out with TJ, and I guess they were. I don't know. I'm in my head.
They were probably eating Wisconsin cheese.
In my head, they were eating cheese
Yes.
because they were talking about. Okay, I don't understand how just milk becomes all
How
these
does
cheeses.
cheese work?
How does cheese work? Which
cheese.
is-
How does it work?
I
The new
thought-
ICP single.
Miracles.
Oh my God, it's
Everything is
miracle.
miracles.
It's just there in the
Cheese.
air.
How does that work?
Oh my God, I love the Miracle song so much, and I haven't thought about it in a while.
Jeez.
So, and if you guys know anything on this after I'm, or in the middle of, or before, at any point, feel free to chime in. I did a little bit of research to answer that question about what I feel like I'm gonna fuck this up. Somehow.
Well, off the top of your heads, do you guys know things about cheese? Like, what do you know about cheese?
It involves not it bacteria at some point.
Yeah.
That's like the most I knew when I started reading.
Yeah, so their main question was there's so many different types of cheese. So how do you get all the variants of cheese? Like, is it basically the same practice but different bacteria, or does
Yeah.
it depend on what you start with? As far as there's like goat cheese and stuff like that. Obviously, that's goat's milk, but like,
Yeah.
what makes it different? Because some of them can taste so different from each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All equally good, I would assert.
Yeah, I think. Well, nah, not equally. There's plenty of cheeses I think are kind of not that good.
Garbage.
I will say I'm
Yeah.
not a huge Swiss fan.
Not a huge Swiss fan.
It depends on the Swiss.
If it's on something, it's fine. If it's on a sandwich, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want just chunks of Swiss. Baby Swiss is okay, but like Swiss.
Yeah. If it's like
Not
a
my
sharp
thing.
Swiss, then it's like a no. But if it's like a more of a buttery kind
Yeah.
of Swiss,
Yes.
then
That's the Swiss I like too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad.
I'm
is,
okay with that.
My dad is a huge Swiss cheese person, so it's always been around. And like, I'm the kind of person that it's like, oh, here, I'll try that. I haven't, do I like this now? And like, I'll eat it, and I'll be like, nope, that still don't like it.
Still above
He's a huge Swiss cheese person, which makes me think he's
wholly-
ginormous and he's
wholly
made of
made out of
Swiss
milk.
cheese.
That is actually what makes us so incredible. We are actually like the Greek gods. We sprang fully formed out of a Swiss cheese person.
Like,
We were formed from
Bel-
cheese
belched,
curds.
like out of the mouth of Kronos or something. Just
Yes.
like burped
He
a
just
whole
like formed
cheese.
you out of cheese curds.
Yes. he's gonna be so proud.
Man, family secrets. That's something else.
Yeah.
I did a quick search on this because I thought, okay, what's the most accessible information here, and how can I best get my head around this? And the answer I found was very, very lengthy. I was surprised how much information there was on this, and easily found. There's a huge Quora answer. You ever read stuff on Quora?
Yeah.
And
I like Quora.
I do too. I mean, like, you find a lot of interesting things on there.
They'll send little, I don't even know how I signed up for it, but they'll send little like updates to my email.
Yeah.
And it's usually, I think it kind of caters it to you. And so I usually get ones that are like, how do you know you're a psychopath? Or like,
All right.
have you ever met a serial killer?
Yeah.
Should we be concerned?
No, I do a lot of Google searches on psychopaths.
Yeah.
No,
So
it's
do I,
not
so.
entirely accurate because Quora thinks that I'm like super into Japan and being vegan.
Okay. And it thinks it's got you pegged. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
this
like,
is the person I think you are.
It's like, Mel, you need to know how to speak Japanese and make like cashew butter.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I was blown away by how detailed the answer I found was, which is I should have written the guy's name down. That's the whole point of Quora, is like
Famous cheesemonger.
Yeah, he is actually a well-researched, or rather credentialed cheesemonger.
I'm not surprised.
I think he got his start in India, and then he moved to Canada, and he's been like all over the place.
Cheesemongering all over the world.
Just cheesing the globe, this guy.
Mongering it up.
He's-
I like the word monger.
He's a monger in the cheeses.
Any monger. There's not a whole lot of monger titles, are
Yeah. And then, I gotta tell you, like, every time I go to a cheesemonger, they're always the nicest people and very patient.
All
They'll just
the-
cut you pieces of cheese all damn day. They don't care.
All the cheesemongers I know.
All the cheesemongers I know, and I've met several.
Yeah.
I mean, how can you
I
be
like
angry
cheese.
with cheese? I mean,
Yeah.
unless you're
Right.
lactose intolerant, but
Which I am, but I am in denial.
don't care. You don't care.
Well, yeah, I'm thinking, like, if you're lactose intolerant, you probably don't go, it's time to start the cheese business.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about this a long time. I'm going to be a cheesemonger now.
I mean, you don't have to eat it. But
I would imagine you'd have to
it feels
taste it
like
at
a
some
waste.
Yeah. It's like a chef that doesn't taste his food. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
don't
don't
eat your
trust a
stuff.
skinny chef or a lactose intolerant cheesemonger. That's how that phrase goes.
Exactly.
Put that in Christie's advice corner next week. So
Cheese advice.
the basic things I found, and this is an attempt to distill down a huge list of information on this. The basic stuff you probably already have some concept of, like I did, I guess, like the milk itself, first of all, right? We get like a pretty specific, narrow kind of like milk in the supermarket. Like it's like there's not a whole lot of variety in like your regular, dairy or cow's milk that you get in the store. But when it comes to cheese making, the breed of the cow, what the animal eats, the season, and even setting aside different kinds of animal milk, there's just all these variations just within cow milk. I actually did not think about species within like different or like sort of, maybe I'm using the wrong word there, but like different kinds of cows fed different kinds of things in different places at different times of the year.
So that fudge cheese we have is made from the milk of brown cows, right?
Naturally, yes. that are
that's how
only
that
fed
works.
fudge.
Yeah.
Just chocolate, just cacao.
Chocolate
Yeah.
chocolate cacaos.
Yeah, their lives are like miserable.
Coconuts.
They just like funnel like chocolate quick mix into
Dude.
the cow's face.
I don't know.
How's
That sounds
miserable? That
pretty
sounds
good to me.
amazing.
Well,
Me and Jen have signed up. We're
Yeah.
like, let's do it.
why has nobody tried that yet?
Shovel Nesquik in my face all day. I will.
Right.
Let's go.
I would do whatever. I'm
Yeah.
fine with that.
Like, I'm okay.
So here's something I found interesting. Parmesan and Romano, in particular, these two cheeses, are protected by law. The names are protected by law. So the specific kinds of cows and what they're fed and all of that is like a formula that's like legally, like you,
Well,
in
it's
order
just
to
like
eat those cheeses.
champagne
Yeah,
needs to come
I'll say
from
it.
champagne.
Right. It's a trademark.
Wow.
And here's something interesting. The quality of milk in general varies a lot from country to country. And I guess I should have thought about that, but it hadn't occurred to me that, like, in different places where there's higher health standards or, like, more stricter requirements,
Yeah.
better milk, better cheese.
None of that garbage American stuff from Europe.
Well, surprisingly, I guess we fare really well on that list.
Really?
Which surprised me. I guess our milk is better than I would have thought, because in my
Well,
head
we-
it's just
we
like
have the
cows
FDA.
getting needles full of stuff, and it can't be any good. In my head, that's what I thought.
Well, we have the FDA, so there's
Yeah.
like standards that are enforced.
Oh.
I'm thinking the real difference is in like non-first world countries kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's like the regulations, like as far as like the treatment of the animals and then how they're milked, where it's stored, the temperatures, just
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
that different kind of stuff.
All that stuff, and like the frequency of inspection and things like that to
Yeah.
make sure people aren't trying to cheat the systems, right?
Yeah.
So that's the main one, milk, obviously. The second one I hadn't thought about is the variation in cultures themselves, like the bacterial cultures they use. Really subtle variations in bacterial cultures. The temperatures that the milk is held at, varying speeds of bacterial activity, and also depending upon the bacteria's resistance to things like bacteriophages, totally different results. That actually kind of surprised me. Like, I guess, like you kind of think, okay, there's probably like a handful of different kinds of bacteria or whatever. You don't think there's probably like a whole bunch of it. There is a surprising variety, and the way that it's used produces really different results.
I mean, I feel like we kind of had an idea because of you making beer. Like, you're familiar with some kinds of bacteria and how it works, but yeah, I didn't really know how precise it was.
Yeah, I didn't either. And, I guess, like a lot of this stuff, I guess I should have figured, like, just like beer making, you're relying on microorganisms to make your stuff for you.
Yeah.
So, like, they kind of do whatever they want, and you can kind of influence them with, like, temperature and stuff.
Now,
Yeah.
are the microorganisms paid a living wage? That's all I want to know.
Naturally, of course.
Awesome.
Okay.
They're-
Well, that's how. Then
yeah.
now I'm okay with it.
No, they're great. Yeah, they're fine. Don't worry about it. They're fine.
The yeast is fed all the sugar at once.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
all it needs.
until it basically passes out on itself. That's how we get beer.
The bacteria gets all the milk it desires.
Yep. Man, that sounds really nice. It's actually like a really soothing thought to me for anyway. Third thing is enzymes, which are added to cheese that produce specific flavors and also different coagulants that are added in. This is something I actually
okay.
hadn't thought about. So the enzymes you add to create different different activity, and the coagulants give you different consistencies. Mm-hmm. So like enzymes are added to make like cheddar, like force it to like bind to itself and kind of shrink
Become
up and
firm.
do that. Yeah, right. Meanwhile, something like ricotta is like, I believe they use like an acidic type coagulant, so it kind of comes together, but not quite all
Loosely.
the way. Yeah. So that's one part of it. And my last point on this one, because this is just the middle segment, I don't want to go too out of control on this one. We really could have done a whole episode.
I told you we could have.
I feel like it would have been definitely boring to just
I don't know who you think our audience is.
Dude, I would love to hear about cheese. Like,
Maybe-
I love cheese. So if you did an
Yeah.
entire episode of cheese, even if I was the only listener,
Well, maybe we'll
put it on the
consider it.
list.
We'll see what's left.
Yeah.
To do.
I wrote there's a zillion techniques that actually produce different results. I put like a short list of like a whole bunch of things here, like when to wash the curd, the size of the curd, the speed at which you stir it, the speed at which you drain it, the sequence in which you turn it, whether it's pressed, if you brine it, if you cure it, if you age ripen it, if you like allow it to naturally drain versus like forcibly drain it, like all these things produce totally different consistencies. They allow the bacteria to act in different ways, and that creates cheeses that are like completely different from each other. I wrote that time itself also has a massive impact on cheese. As anyone who has had like an aged cheese can confirm it. The bacteria continuing to have its natural effect over time, and the whatever exactly happens in aging, but all of those things create totally different cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, like, for the aging process, I've had, when I was visiting one of my favorite cheesemongers,
When
I lived near Chicago, there was a place, oh God, Marion Street Cheese Market.
Okay.
And they had the nicest people working there, the nicest mongers on Marion
Top-notch
Street.
mongers.
And there was several different cheddars, which I'm fond of. And there was one that was like, I forget how many years it was aged. It was upwards of 10 years. And they're like, here, have a piece of this. This is good. This is not a cheese you're going to want to eat on crackers. Like, you're going to eat a small piece of this and be okay just eating that small piece of cheese until the next time you decide you want a piece, because it's a very strong taste.
I have a very hard time imagining any cheese I just want a tiny piece of.
I tried it. They were not wrong. It's like, it wasn't one I wanted to eat a whole bunch of. It tasted good, but it was very strong.
Really?
It was just a very distinct flavor. It's like any aged cheddar, but just like all the things that make it an aged cheddar magnified. Because it was probably, I want to say, aged like 15 years or something.
Yeah. This makes me think we have a tiny little sliver of 10-year aged cheddar upstairs, and we have never opened it.
Yeah, we can snack on that
Maybe
afterwards.
possibly after the cast.
I do not oppose cheese, so I am 100% in.
Pro cheese.
Pro cheese. I'm pro cheese.
I'm pro cheese.
The only
I'm a
one
very
who may
pro-cheese
have a
guy.
problem is Mel, because she
Yeah.
shares in my blight of being lactose intolerant. But I think she also ignores it sometimes too.
Sometimes.
Yeah, because a life without dairy is
No, I
difficult to imagine completely.
And I never knew this much about cheese, and I feel like it's weird. Like, one of the best science classes I ever took was you're an arts major, so we're not even going to try to teach you science in college. So take this biology class, and we're just going to make wine and relate it
Yes.
to biology.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you, taught people or, kids in school, so this is how you make cheese, and this
Yeah.
is science, it would be,
That's
really
fun,
cool.
right?
Yeah.
And it's useful. Because
Yeah.
They
you get a
made
product out of it.
they make kits now that are affordable. You can make your own
Make your own
cheese.
cheese.
Yeah.
It'd be a really, if I had kids, which I don't plan to, but I would totally be making my kids make me cheese. Learn how to make cheese for mommy.
Hold on a minute. That's where your head went. Is if I had kids, they'd make me cheese.
It's educational.
Okay.
It's science. Mama needs her cheese.
It's a mutual beneficial relationship. The kids
Sure.
get an
Yes.
education, she
It's-
gets cheese.
Everybody
symbiotic.
wins.
It's symbiotic, just like the bacteria.
and the curds.
Make
and the
mama some
cultures.
cheese. Going on a t-shirt.
I'm gonna make mama some cheese.
Make a little slice of cheese for mommy.
Actually, you talking about the different aging and everything else, it kind of makes me think of what the difference in taste in cheese that's been major manufacture, majorly.
okay?
Yeah, it's we dropped the control box for the headphones. It doesn't matter.
Okay. No.
Did I do that?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
But just a major manufacturer on a massive scale, how different that cheese tastes than somebody who's doing an artisanal kind of small batch, very I picture like, you know, stuff you see in movies, like the old like wooden shelves and like in a stone basement in Italy.
Yeah.
You know, and then
all
it's like
these identical wheels.
just
Yeah.
on racks, you know. It's like kind of want to think like, okay, well, and especially too, like, what does the cheese of today taste like versus the cheese of like 400 years ago?
It has to be, in my mind, different, because if the bacterial cultures are as important as I think they are, they're a living organism. They change. They like evolve, and fast too. They're bacteria, so they evolve pretty fast. So you gotta think, we can't even probably approximate what cheese used to taste like.
And not to mention, we talked about how important the milk is and how it's treated.
Yeah.
Like many years ago, there weren't the standards and practices there are now. It was, you have your own cow, you milk it, it's unpasteurized, you make your cheese from it. Like,
And the breeds of cow we have today are entirely different than the breeds of cow they had back then.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there are some like breeds of cow that do date back to like the Neolithic and stuff that are still extant today, but I think most of the time it's whatever Holstein, Jersey, something,
Yeah.
black and white spot cow.
Yeah, like whatever industrial farming has decided is the best, and then everything else just kind of trickles off a bit, right? Because we're now artificially.
well, they're the ones that are easiest to take care of, the hardiest of the breeds, the ones that produce the most milk. You know, there are a lot of things that go into it that aren't just like a cow being a cow.
Yeah. God, now that I think about it, there's cheese we will never even begin to imagine.
Man.
That makes me sad.
Untold cheese.
So the thought that just popped in my head was, if I ever met the doctor and he said that I could go wherever I wanted to go, I would want to go to the past and eat cheese.
Christy, this is like a real fat dream, but I'm so with you.
Let's go.
You're the best companions ever.
Like, just take us on a tour of cheese.
Genesee sign, come on, Genesee sign, take us.
There's no time to save the universe. We need to figure out what the original cheddar tasted like.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yeah, forget go back in time and shoot Hitler. Like, we're going.
Oh, there is a Doctor Who episode about that.
Is there actually?
Yeah.
Rory, put Hitler in the closet.
I'm gonna guess they don't successfully kill Hitler.
No, because Hitler's a fixed point in time or something. You
Yeah,
can't kill
Yeah.
you
him.
can't go
It's-
back in time and hit.
That's the logic they use to get
Yeah.
around the fact that, you know,
That they really wanted to.
Everyone's got a reason I can't kill Hitler.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Nah. You know.
See, win some, you lose
Mostly
some.
that he's dead. But
Right?
yeah,
Yeah.
He died. Hopefully, would have you know. Contrary to the conspiracy theories that he escaped the bunker and
Right.
is out there, was out there somewhere
Like
living
on
in
a beach.
Argentina with the rest of the
I mean,
Nazis.
even if that were true, he's still probably dead now.
yeah,
Yeah.
But I hope he died miserably.
he's not dead. He's like 120.
Yeah.
Actually,
He's like a crypt keeper.
I take it
oh
back.
my
That's
god!
that's what I hope
he's,
happened.
He's okay. So, the Last Crusade, Indiana Jones, and the Last Crusade. Remember when they're in like they're drinking out of the cups and stuff,
Yeah.
and like the guy starts like withering.
Yeah.
That's actual Hitler.
That's Hitler
Like
now.
they took Hitler now, and then they filmed that, and it's just like this huge time travel conspiracy.
I like it. You know what? That sounds like the kind of thing that Steven Spielberg and George Lucas would want to do.
How did we get here from cheese?
Cheese to Hitler. Oh, it's like that 6 degrees of separation.
Yes.
Like when you go on Wikipedia and you start clicking things, see how
But
many
with
times it takes you to get to Hitler.
But with more Hitler.
With more
Hitler and less Kevin Bacon.
Sometimes there's some Hitler in that game.
Well, no. Did you guys ever play that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to do on Wikipedia, but it's way harder to do if you're not allowed to use America or
Yeah.
countries at all as a connecting point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have like variations on this game.
Yeah, I forget. Mel, didn't you do it one time where you clicked to Hitler in one click? I forget what it was. It was like the most obscure, weird reference, and she clicked it, and it was like, and Hitler. I was like, oh.
What was the name of that game?
Huh?
There was an actual Wikipedia
Yeah, it was
game.
like Wiki Race or something.
Yeah, where it wasn't always Hitler, but it was like, we're going to start you here, and we're going to give you a page you have to get to, and you have to try to get to it in as few clicks as possible.
Yeah. And they would time you, which was cool. So the whole website is in a frame, and the left frame is like counting your clicks and timing how long it takes you. That's a really... That
was fun.
There was another one called... Was it GeoGuessr?
What was that one?
GeoGuessr is incredible. Recommendation for anyone listening to this.
yeah, that
What it'll
one was
do
cool.
is it'll drop you in a Google Maps location and you're looking around, right? And
Okay.
you can walk around. You can go to different places.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Street View.
Okay.
But it won't show you where you are in the map, and your goal is to find out where you are on the map.
You have to guess where you're at.
Yeah.
like-
So like when we played it once, we were basically walking around. It was like a super rural, and we were seeing street sign kind of things and like town signs, but
Yeah.
it was in another language, and we didn't know what the language was. But we were having we were coming up with our best guess of like where we thought it was based on what the language looked like and what the area looked like, and
Yeah.
if we could like find anything recognizable.
Yeah, because sometimes you can go, okay, well, here's these kind of, I'm at this kind of intersection. This road goes like this for a long way. There's a lake here. I know the language on this sign or whatever. And you can kind of put some things together. And it rewards you based on how close you get.
Yeah.
GeoGuessr is awesome.
There was a night where we just played the Wikipedia race game and GeoGuessr like all night, and it was really fun and wholesome.
Yeah.
Like it was a lot of fun.
It's a very Brady Bunch moment.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it really is.
No, Chris Brady wasn't there. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hi.
So why don't we take ourselves a little break? Because
little break?
we've already been recording for 51 minutes.
You know, the guest episodes are gonna go longer.
think
That's
so.
okay
Yeah.
because they're super special.
Yeah.
You
Anyway,
are super special.
super special.
Take that as you will.
So we will take a break and we will come back with the main topic for this episode.
All right.
Stick around. We're back to notoriously dense shit on the Goose Chase podcast.
No, so my dad told us a story about his Uncle Gene, who I guess had like notoriously dense shits.
Okay.
And he would come over and like you never wanted him to use your toilet because he would clog it up. So there was one particular holiday, I guess he came over. It was like Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, and he went into the
If it's
bathroom.
Christmas, that's what we in my family call the Yule log.
I knew you were going
Yule-
to say that. I knew you were going to say
It
that.
was one
because of
hell
historical events where that very same thing has happened.
It was one hell of a Yule log because I guess he went into the bathroom for like an hour and
How
came
long it
back
takes
out.
to birth
A
that
new
thing.
man.
Yeah, my dad's like he had to have been like 40 pounds lighter for the size of this thing that was in the toilet.
It was
And
still in it?
It was still there. It would not flush. It was so big around. My dad's like, I don't understand how this happened. 'Cause, like, he's
His
like,
anus defies physics.
apparently, I guess like my dad's like all he can remember is his dad just motherfucking him he's like a coat hanger trying to like break
my
this thing down to get it into the like,
No, okay, now that's a man that
toilet.
needs a poop knife. That's a man that needs a poop
He
knife.
definitely needed a poop knife, but like every time when I heard that episode, every time I hear somebody talk about a poop knife, that's what comes to my mind.
Okay, so this is a really weird reference, but I once witnessed like a coroner do an autopsy, and when they do an autopsy, they take out the organs and they cut them into sections to like inspect them and see if there's anything weird or like if it looks healthy.
Okay.
They call this loafing.
I'm sorry.
They call it loafing, like
Oh,
they
like when you
cut
cut a
it
bread
like
loaf?
bread.
Like separating you into loaves. What?
Yeah,
Oh, the
they
poop.
cut it loafing.
Is it the poop that they're...
No. Organs, internal organs.
Okay.
But that's what I'm thinking of, like the poop knife. I'm like, you have to loaf your
your
poop, you know, to get it down the toilet.
I don't think I've ever. Here's what I'm wondering: is that just really healthy?
Or really unhealthy. I kind of feel like it's someone who doesn't poop very frequently.
Yeah.
Maybe like more on the 3-day side of things, because they say pooping a couple times a day to once every 3 days, that's in the healthy range.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like a once every 3 days kind of guy,
Yeah.
and it just kind of builds up.
It's like a little diamond.
Well, we were talking about bacteria and stuff earlier. It's like, you have a lot of gut flora and fauna and things that,
and
like,
fauna.
fauna.
Gut animals in there. I want to meet your gut animals.
Yeah.
I mean, I pooped some animals before. I'm not gonna pretend I haven't.
But no, it's like you have the different gut bacteria and stuff. So like maybe their genetic makeup or like their bacterial makeup is like so vastly different than most other people's that it impacts. Well, affects.
Well, yeah.
Impacts.
It
but
impacts too.
It's impacted, all right.
It affects like how their body processes everything and disposes of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
It just makes a totally different poop, otherwise unknown to the rest of us, with more normal poops.
I mean, I've had some pretty impressive poops.
Yeah.
This has been the weirdest conversation I have been privy to all week.
I'm glad I started recording this.
Poop
Save this
corner.
for posterity.
This has been poop corner. We have a habit of like coming back from the break on poop talk.
Well, that's what you do with your idle time.
Well, I think also too, everybody has to go to the bathroom, so it's just like it's fresh in everyone's mind. It's
right.
like, well, I
Yeah.
just used the toilet, so toilet humor.
Yeah, right. It's a natural thing to do after a break.
Now, speaking of things you wish were left in the toilet.
Okay. I was going to talk more about really firm poops, but let's move on.
Yeah.
It's about time.
There's always next episode, David. Save
Yep,
it.
I'll save it.
Our next topic.
Our only topic. Our second topic.
Our next topic, as in the run of the episodes
Litany.
in general.
Yeah, our main topic.
Our topic today is David Avocado Wolfe.
Yes.
Now, if you spend any amount of time on Facebook, the sighs are starting.
I love
You
it.
spend any amount of time on Facebook, you've seen this guy's posts, and they kind of range between like kind of inspirational,
Yeah. Like the
pseudo inspirational
generic, like,
quotes, and they have his name on them at the bottom. And the little bit I know about him is basically, I mean, it's kind of a foot in the door thing. He wants you to like his page based on those, and then you get all that comes in the David Avocado Wolfe package.
Yeah,
and
you're
Mel
in the
and Jen,
avocado verse.
Yeah, the avocado verse.
Yeah, the extended avocado verse at times.
Mel and Jen have been doing extensive amounts of research on this, and there was mention of transcribing videos that they watched. and
Mel kind of had like a Pepe Silva moment from like
Yes.
Always Sunny. She's
Yes.
like I came home, she's
There
looking
is
at me
no
like
Carol.
I was just looking like I was waiting for the red tape and like the board to come out, and I was like, are you okay?
I love this level of obsession.
I do want to mention that Mel and Jen are both anthropologists, so this is right up your alley.
Yeah.
This is research.
He certainly is a person.
I'm too judgmental to be a good anthropologist, so this is going to be like, he is a charlatan, he's a horrible person, and this is why.
Well, we all bring our biases, but after all, he is a weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're allowed to form judgments on this podcast.
Yes.
This is not a professional thing. It's not
decidedly-
an article.
I was way more neutral about him before I started, like, looking him up, and because, like, first it was like, well, what's the harm? He's kind of a kook.
Yeah.
He shares things
Yeah.
middle-aged moms, like, share on Facebook.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
it's like, we need to take him down.
We need to scrub him from the record. He has never existed.
Yeah.
No.
Our mom actually shared one of his posts, like,
Oh,
as I
no.
was researching, and it's like, David Avocado Wolfe. I'm like, did I, like, look him up on Facebook? And it's like, your mom shared this, and I'm like, Mom, no.
Yeah. I think I actually said that. I was like, Mom, no, he's a terrible person. No.
Mom, no. Oh my God. Well, I'm so glad you guys. This is the first time anyone has ever brought research to
Yeah.
us.
That's our second
So-
guest episode, but the first time that we're not the ones doing the research.
So,
So,
I get
I'm
to
really
put my
excited.
feet up and just relax.
All you had to do was talk about cheese, and all I had to do was the news quiz. It's
Yeah.
the break for us.
It really, it's a little vacation.
Yeah. We like treating people.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, where to even begin?
He is like a Matryoshka doll of just terrible. So
It's great.
the beginning.
Also,
in the
their-
beginning.
their printed notes are about 7 pages long. So
Yeah, we're not going to talk about everything in excruciating detail, but yeah.
It's going to be more of a tour de terrible of David Avocado Wolfe.
Tour de terrible.
Do you want to do the beginning, the middle, or the end?
Doesn't matter. You start.
Oh, yeah. So, his beginnings. On the first day, so a lot of the research that we found for his beginnings started with a woman named Jill Ettinger.
Well, that was more of a launching off point because it was her article was entitled "I worked for David Avocado Wolfe for 4 years, and here's what his critics are missing." And I'm like, "Oh, this is relevant. I'm a critic. What am I missing?"
Yeah, that sounds compelling.
yeah, anytime I find an article like that, I'm all in.
Yes.
I'm like, I want to know what the people, because you have the best knowledge of what someone is like as a person if they've been your superior,
Yeah.
because that brings the best and the worst out in people.
You get acquainted with people.
Yeah, so her journey starts in the spring of 2004. They had like mutual friends, and she attended one of his lectures. She was a vegan into the whole raw food diet, which was really gaining popularity at that time, and he was an adherent to it. And
I'd say he's probably the most famous raw food vegan, if not the only famous raw food vegan.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's something I'm not that familiar with as the raw food vegan.
yeah,
Basically, I mean, it is what it sounds like, but it's vegan, so no animal products or byproducts of any kind, and then also no cooked food, so raw fruits and veggies.
yeah.
Although-
You're not breaking down the nutrients found in.
I have seen interviews for him where he's like, I'm not like so militantly into the vegan part anymore or whatever. So it sounds like he's backed off of that of late, but also there are a lot
Are
of,
you just eating raw meat?
there are a lot of like conflicting things about David Avocado Wolfe.
Interesting.
Yeah. So this woman, like, she meets him. She goes to this lecture, whatever. She packs up, leaves her New York, like, she's in New York. She has a sales job. She packs up, leaves everything, goes to San Diego to work at Nature's First Law headquarters as the national sales manager. So, like, think about, like, all the people in, like, the 60s and the 70s, like, all the new age, like, the hippies and stuff, everybody who just, like, left everything, sold everything, packed up, and moved out to, like, California or Oregon to live on the communes and,
Whoa.
like, get, like, that's the kind of, like, all right, I'm invested in this, I'm into this, I'm sold.
So when was
Yeah.
this?
2004.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, so she goes in, like, the spring of 2004, like, by the end of the year, she's, like, boom, gone.
No
Okay.
kidding.
So, Nature's First Law was his kind of company brand. They're seeking to build a presence and a business on selling superfoods such as like raw cacao nibs, goji berries, and like
That's
stuff
why
like
you
that. Like,
mentioned cacao nibs.
Okay.
totally, I was trying to like reference and pull it back in, but now like that. So like, if you guys like, I don't know if you guys remember like back in like the mid 2000s when everybody was like all into like the superfood diets and wanting to eat like super healthy. Like this is like a lot of this started at this point.
Antioxidants.
Yeah,
Remember that.
Blueberries, palm juice.
And it was
Yeah.
back when people were trying to hawk each other things like mangosteen juice.
Yeah.
Just like, it's all natural super something.
Every time I think of mangosteen, I think of that story Ben told us of a party he went to where one of the kids' mom's friends tried to pitch them all mangosteen for
Yeah.
like 40 minutes.
It was a birthday party, and then it wasn't.
and then it was a pitch
And
for
then
mangosteen.
Then like the multi-level marketing
Yeah.
rears its ugly head.
Yeah. It's like, hey guys, I'm glad you're all here for this party. I just want to talk to you for 15 minutes.
if I could just get 15 minutes of your
Nope.
time, you don't have to buy anything. I swear, just listen to what I have to say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're 15.
We don't care.
yeah. So they're working on trying to build their presence, and she was part of the team. She worked with him on they went on a tour to start looking for people across the country, us salespeople,
Yeah.
who would be commission based, trying to they're the reps going into places they're trying to get into Whole Foods, going all these places where
Whole Foods
Trader
is not
Joe's.
easy to get into,
Yeah.
But they got in.
Yeah, they did.
No shit, they won?
She was very proud of that.
Yeah, she spent a lot of time talking about how awesome this was. They got a 100 case display in a Whole Foods of cacao nibs or something.
It's tough. I have a friend who sells vegan cookies, and she also makes the best non-vegan butter cookies I've ever had. But she sells her vegan cookies at Whole Foods, and it's not easy, and you need to obviously you're a professional when you're selling to them, but they have high standards and you have to keep up to them. And if you're not a corporation selling to that corporation, it can be difficult.
Good on them for getting in. It doesn't sound
Yeah,
easy.
I mean I'm gonna give all the people that worked for him the credit there.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, no, they that's it was a lot of work. And they got the 100 case display was in the Houston Street, New York City Whole Foods.
Okay.
So it was a huge.
Yeah, it's pretty
Huge
real
deal.
big one.
So at this point, superfoods are now mainstream.
Yeah.
It's hit, and every Midwestern mom is all about the detoxing and the superfoods and the antioxidants and
I love the word antioxidants. It always shows
Antioxidants
up.
in detoxing always make me roll my eyes. Super hard. I almost lose them.
I'm gonna go on a juice cleanse because I need to detox.
For a second, I thought you said jizz cleanse, and I was like, "That's a new one." That's not. That doesn't seem like a thing.
I've never heard of this one.
I need to go on a
what?
jizz cleanse.
You know what? With the state of the world, I would not be surprised if somebody was actually doing that somewhere because they
Somebody's
thought it was
done
going
it.
to help them. And somebody has done it or will do
People
it.
drink their own urine. Someone's definitely ingested.
We will get to we will get to the urine.
Yes!
This topic has everything.
Yes!
David Avocado Wolfe is the gift that keeps on giving.
I'm so happy we're going there. Please continue.
So, there's really everyone we were kind of trying to find out why he's called Avocado.
Yeah.
He's just really into them.
He's
He
there's no
likes
real,
avocados.
Yeah, it's he is the avocado because people want him to be.
No, this is a quote from this lady that wrote this because I wanted to get into the mentality of, you hear references to him having an inner circle and stuff, and people really teaches, and it sounds actually more like a business thing for him, pay me money and you're one of my inner circle. But he's avocado because people want him to be.
That's what he says?
No, that's what she said about him.
Yeah, she wrote this article, so she's like, David is avocado because people want him to be. They need him to be. Maybe he's got his science a little backwards, although there are some legit scientists who do agree that gravity is not what it seems. But he's not selling us science. In that bag of chocolate or that magic NutriBullet, what he's really selling us is hope. David Wolfe is selling us a reminder that life is crazy fucking short, unpredictable, and most easily and often squandered. We all deserve better than that, don't we?
Okay, so she sounds like she's still sipping this antioxidant Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She this article was written I don't want to say it was middle ground, but a lot of what she said, it was okay, yeah, he's not always 100% correct or on it or, scientifically, great.
Yeah.
But, he is everything.
But he means well.
Yeah.
He's doing
She's
it
one
all
of
for us.
Yeah, it's all for you.
Okay, she's got to get off that David Avocado Wolf jizz diet.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to jump straight to the word cult, but he has the way she
it's a
describes
cult.
him. He
It's a
sounds
cult.
charismatic and sort of
I started thinking that when you started saying inner circle.
yeah.
No, she.
The next quote from this lady is my favorite.
Yeah,
Because I have on all caps the single most unsettling quote about David Avocado Wolfe.
Oh my god, I can't wait to see this.
Do you want me to read it? You can.
No, you read it, Jen.
David's best asset, though, wasn't his knack for finding delicious and unusual superfoods, writing books, or smoothie making. There were more than a few misses. But that he was adept at cracking people open. They come to him for many reasons, but the underlying theme is always that they're seeking something profound and deep, something both rattling and restorative. The same thing doesn't work for everyone, and he knew how to find the seam in most every person who needed it, which is to say that's most every person he's ever met.
Okay. So this really starts
knows how
to
to
get a
crack
little
people.
culty.
Yeah.
It's very culty.
It's very, very
Super
culty.
culty.
Because this is what in Scientology they call finding your it's finding your
I don't know.
not damage.
Car keys.
No. Finding your ruin. So it's finding the thing that you think is your problem and basically using that to your advantage. It's a form of manipulation, and it's a form of abuse, and it's a thing that cults do all the time. It's a form that
It enables
people in
control.
abusive relationships do all the time, where it's a form of control. It's a form of, first you love bomb, and then you find the ruin in that person, crack them open, so to speak, and go, oh, this is your problem, and I know how to fix it for you. And I'm the only one who's going to be willing to do this for you, and I'm the only one who cares about you enough to do this for you, and I'm the only one who knows exactly how to fix you.
Yeah.
It's me. And that's the beginning of a very terrible journey right there, and that's scary.
Meanwhile, what I took from that is he knows how to find the semen people. Who are the semen people?
It all comes back to semen.
It's the jizz cleanse, David. It's the jizz cleanse.
Sorry, I'm just primed for semen.
Semen people.
Just, it's on the. I got semen on the brain. I'm sorry.
Semen on the head.
No.
Money shot.
What I do. Dave hates it when I work blue.
Anyway.
All right. That's enough jizz jokes for me, I guess.
From there, we move on to Babe, who's probably written the definitive article, critical article on David Avocado Wolfe. Like, I need a shorter thing to call him.
Da.
Yeah, let's call him Da.
Yeah, call him the Cado Man.
Avocadoosh.
The
Avocado.
avocadoosh.
And her article's entitled, David Avocado Wolfe is the biggest asshole in the multiverse.
I like it.
Strong statement.
So some things she covered in her tour de force of Da is he stated mushrooms have arrived on our planet via the cosmic wind. Vaccines are a conspiracy. Chemtrails are real. He has diagnosed himself with lactose intolerance. Although, like, I feel that's less of a critical thing because it's pretty easy cause and
like
effect.
Most
Yeah.
people who are lactose intolerant didn't go to the doctor to get them to confirm they're lactose intolerant. They're just like, every time I eat too much cheese, I shit my brains out.
Yeah, like it's really like so like that's a thing she brought up as a problem with him, but like
It's give her. I'll let him have that one.
Sure.
but she also is very useful in that she links to like new scientists and stuff, and there is no set definition of superfood. So this entire work that David Avocado Wolfe has done, it's all marketing. There's like no peer-reviewed research detailing what a superfood is or what it's good for you.
Sure.
It's mostly alt health journals and likely a result of massaging your data, which is actually really easy to do and almost happened to my capstone my senior year of college.
No way.
Because, like, if you, like, there are a lot of variables and you can just kind of prod them to get results.
Yeah, I've heard
and
of
it's-
something called pee hacking or something that people use to manipulate data all the time, but I still don't really understand it.
And it's really easy. Aside from that, like the crunching the numbers in just the right way, also easy to misconstrue causation and correlation, which people do all the
Third
time.
variable is always a thing, right?
Yeah.
But, like, so in the UK where you need better claims to back it up, they'll just juxtapose words like super and berry. Like, here are super berry sauce. It has antioxidants in it. It's like, oh, that is good for me. Yes, thank you.
All this superfood stuff is basically stuff that Dr. Oz would sell on his show.
It is very much. It's Dr. Oz. And
Yeah.
also, I love Saibabe because it's like, when compared against more common foods, superfoods aren't even necessarily better. Because the example they used were Brussels sprouts actually have more glucosinolates in them, both uncooked and retained more cooked than curly kale does.
Oh.
So, like, glucosinolates are like these compound found in cruciferous vegetables that seem to have protective properties against a range of cancers, and that's actually like published by like Cambridge and stuff. So it's like legit science. So like Brussels sprouts, nice prosaic Brussels sprouts, actually might be better for you than kale.
Superfood.
Superfood.
Everyone, eat your sprouts.
And also another thing she mentioned is that he claims to have like 5 different degrees or something, and they can't really verify any of them except his law degree. So he actually has a law degree.
Oh my goodness. And ultimately
But
probably will be most useful to him at some point.
Yeah, it's
Convenient,
the one
right?
he needs most.
It's like all this other stuff you can kind of make up, but when you need to
Did you
fend off
happen to
the...
see what his law degree is in, if he had a specialty?
No, the Saibabe article just said that he's never passed the bar.
Okay,
Oh.
so he has a degree, but he's not practicing. He never passed. Okay.
This makes so much sense.
Yes.
I mean,
If you can't pass the bar, just develop your own superfoods.
Right.
Post
Go
some
under it.
shit on Facebook. Yeah, roll on under that bar.
Yeah.
Hang on to the closest sprout you can find, and
He won't need his law degree until he's representing himself somewhere.
yeah.
That's my thought.
even. Anyway, so then from there we move on to his vocabulary list.
Oh, this was just like I had finally reached the point in this spate of research where I was scrolling through his Instagram kind of screaming wordlessly and going like, what does that even mean? Because at like a certain point, there are so many words and there are so many meanings, and the words and the meanings aren't necessarily what you're used to words meaning.
Yeah.
And it's like a specialized vocabulary for these people, and it's
It's like they speak their own language.
a lot of word
Another
salad.
sign of a cult,
Yes.
by the
Yeah.
way. That's another thing cults do, is redefining terminologies, because it's a way to alienate your members from
From other people.
other people that aren't involved.
You insulate people when words don't mean the same thing to them as it does to the people around
Yeah.
them, and people just kind of slowly back off a bit.
Yeah, a lot of what his words are, though, it's like a lot of those scientific, like a lot of things that are like scientific names or things that sound scary that people are never going to Google and
Yeah.
like look up the actual definitions of these words or what it means, what they do. Like one of them, like curcumin. Is it
Curcumin or
curcumin?
Curcumin.
You know, it's a
Cameron.
yeah,
Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron is a compound. It's found in turmeric. It has no confirmed medical uses. It is unstable and not bioavailable, and therefore unlikely to lead to successfully developing drugs. It's one of those words that he like pops in, and it's like, oh, the curcumin, and this is, you know,
It's gonna,
Yeah,
like,
because
cure
it's
you.
a big word that we
Yeah.
don't automatically recognize. We just take it
sounds impressive.
worth a grain of salt and go, oh, okay. Or not worth a grain of salt, but we
Yeah.
take it at face value and go,
Yeah.
oh, okay, he knows more about this than me. It must be an important thing because he's talking about it.
He's definitely what you describe as being like a pseudo intellectual, like somebody who wants to sound more impressive than what they actually are.
Yeah, kind of like a bro scientist. Those guys that like pretend to get science to be like, but they're not talking about anything legitimate. They're using things they read on Reddit, kind of thing.
Yeah, and the thing that kills me is like, so you know, going on like the whole cult aspect, he says this scientism a lot, like scientism, like referring to science as like it's like its own
Religion,
fundamentalist
basically.
religion. Like,
I
ooh, you're part
don't-
of the scientism
Oh.
cult. Like,
That's very insidious.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's
it's-
the worst thing I've heard yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
it gets
The-
worse. It gets worse.
Trying to cut people off from logic and science is very, very bad.
Major red flag.
Yeah, no, that's
It's a huge problem right now.
and it definitely ties into a lot of his brand and like what his page does, because like you said before, like he has those happy-go-lucky like, oh, you know, I just want to click my heels together, or like if I click my heels together like Dorothy
And say broccoli,
then
I'll go
I'll be
home.
at the beach or whatever, like, you know,
Yeah.
like one of those things that's like, oh, okay, that's like harmless, but then it's like something about like being like anti-vaccination or, you know, something that's like completely like horrid and insidious and just awful. And it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like the gateway is optimism and positivity.
Yeah.
But like the
Yeah.
underlying message is a lot of
Like most cults.
And
A
they're
lot of pseudoscience and
Yeah.
and actual dangerous thoughts.
And actually, a lot of notes in this section aren't even important. One thing that does really stand out are, you know, those videos of kids with epilepsy or severe epilepsy being given CBD oil to settle their seizures and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah.
He puts a lot of those out there.
Okay.
So that's one of the hooks. And it's.
I was recently reading an article about. Well, I guess I didn't read the full article, but I saw an article that was about whether or not those things are actually as good as they're supposed to be in some of those videos.
Yeah.
I now wish I'd read the whole article.
Yeah.
But the gist seemed to be that it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
He feels as though his healing through plants philosophy is under attack from the government.
Oh.
Hasn't really given any substantive like evidence for this claim,
Right.
but you know it's that sort of like, I know what's real. Government doesn't want me to tell you what's real, but I know what's real.
You know what's very odd about that is we have a really, really lax policy in this country that as long as, like, you know, you're not claiming that a thing is curative, you can say a whole lot of nonsense.
He's a snake oil salesman.
Yeah, it's weird that he feels particularly under
But-
threat.
But you still need to be careful what claims you are making.
Right.
Like Dr. Oz got into a little bit of trouble for some of the stuff he was saying on his show.
Yeah.
So you do have to be careful. And if you are selling a food, obviously it needs to be safe to eat it. But
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
I think
you
it
just,
hit
you
something.
just gave me a great segue.
oh, awesome.
Sacred chocolate. Sacred chocolate.
Sacred chocolate?
He is-
Sacred chocolate.
Oh, tell it on the mountain.
He is one of the two managers of Sacred Chocolate LLC. They serve up unroasted chocolate, which is stone ground, vegan, and sweetened with maple inulin or erythritol.
Vegan
Vegan.
as a verb?
Yes.
They
No.
verbified
They
vegan?
vegan-
I
chocolate.
verbified the vegan because I
okay.
can't talk.
Oh, no. I like it.
I like it a lot too.
So actually, some of the flavors sound not bad, but some of them it's rough. Jen, would you like to get into some of the flavors?
One of the flavors available is called Holy Hemp. It contains CBD and has hemp seed and salt sprinkled on top.
Wow, weed chocolate.
It
Yeah.
just tastes it has do you ever eat
You ever
like,
want to eat a bar of
pot
chocolate that a
stuff? Like,
skunk
it's-
sprayed on?
Yeah. It's not good. It's not very good.
It's not very good.
I mean, I'm thinking about stone ground vegan chocolate sweetened with maple inulin, and that doesn't sound good to begin with.
Yeah, like literally anything else. that he
starting point
adds
for
to
this
it.
is already a
the jumping
no-go.
off point is just a no, and then
Like,
everything else is
You took out all of the good parts of the chocolate
yeah.
and then you added more stuff that isn't very good.
yeah.
Yeah, so let's see. There's the Gotcha Matcha Bar, which is a cashew coconut matcha green tea chocolate.
That's a lot of things.
Yeah. It only uses cacao butter, not the parts with the caffeine and the theobromine, with a subtle hint of jasmine.
Okay, if there's no caffeine or
jasmine.
theobromine in it, I don't even want it. It's not even
No.
chocolate.
But like you said, the chocolate sounds like it has a lot in it. All of the chocolate has a lot in it because I guess the entire operation here is for superfood chocolate. So we're going to pack it all in one bar.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Each bar is
One
going
meal.
to cure something, but not going to cure it because you can't say it's going to cure anything.
I wonder why nobody has turned his game on its head and been like, theobromine is dangerous.
Well, it's without theobromine.
Oh, it's without the... Oh,
In caffeine.
Oh, shit. Okay. So he gave it the scary
That's-
sounding name.
Yeah,
for
that's
that
why I
reason.
said if it doesn't have theobromine and caffeine,
I-
it's not even chocolate. I don't want it.
I gotcha.
Yeah, let's see. India Sunset. It has coconut, cashew, ginger, cardamom, salt, curry, and saffron.
Actually, it doesn't sound too bad if it was in actual chocolate.
Yeah.
Curry chocolate?
I've had
mean, I'm
like
alright with
chili
that.
chocolate.
I mean,
and
I've tried
stuff.
curry chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had Mexican hot chocolate with like a little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
It's so good. And then there's the immuno mushroom, which contains a multitude of medicinal mushrooms. Medicinal.
No one has explained what the medicinal mushrooms are and what they're supposed to do for you.
For all I know,
Yeah.
he could just be getting like some shiitakes and just there you
Yeah,
go,
right.
like
Yeah.
little button mushrms, something.
You know,
toadstools. Probably
cremini.
it's probably toadstool. It's probably toadstools.
I mean, isn't
Like,
all food basically medicine, David Avocado? Isn't
Yes.
it all just...
Yeah.
All food's medicine.
food heals me. I mean,
it heals my hunger.
yeah.
Especially
That's
when I
it.
eat a
The
pint
void.
of ice cream when I'm
It
sad.
fills the void.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
my favorite is the Longevity Bliss chocolate bar because this is what the website claims, and this is like basically a quote. This chocolate bar has been scientifically designed to improve androgens, fight bad estrogen, inhibit the prostaglandin 2 inflammatory response, help the body eradicate carcinogens, switch off the destructive compound nuclear factor kappa beta, increase longevity, and combat metabolic syndrome in order to normalize fat and carbohydrate metabolism. And my note here is actually in all caps that you probably don't want to switch off the nuclear factor kappa beta, since according to Wikipedia, in all of its infinite wisdom, it's involved in your DNA transcription and cell survival.
No way.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's a lot of nonsense in mumbo jumbo.
Yes.
A lot
Yeah.
of gen words, lots of gens in there.
Yeah.
What was the first? Can you say the first line of that again?
it is scientifically designed to improve androgens, fight bad estrogen.
Okay, yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah.
So first thing, you don't get to.
You get your sassy figure
Yeah.
out.
First thing, you don't get to say that science is your enemy and then use science to your advantage. Fuck that
Yeah.
shit. Second thing,
What's your beef with estrogen,
say
man?
that first part with the androgens again.
improve androgens.
So that means nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Then how are you improving on the androgens? Are you increasing them? Are you decreasing them? Fight
You're becoming
bad
their
estrogens?
friend. You're
Did the
becoming their
estrogens
friend.
steal something from you and that one is
They
bad?
shook him
Like,
down in a dark alley.
I think what it's hard to determine, but there are so many other connections I have made further down the line with
Yeah.
DA that I think it's almost related to that like term that we all love, soy boy.
Yeah.
So it's like we can't eat soy sauce; it will make us women
Yes,
if
it
we're
will.
not.
It will ruin our
that is-
manliness.
so when they the thing of like saying good and bad estrogens and stuff, it's a hormone. It
Yeah.
is what it is. You can have good ones and bad ones. They're all hormones. So that's just bunk. And then there is something to the fact that there are foods that mimic certain chemicals in our bodies. I keep giving you segues. And they can have undesired effects. And there's certain foods, because I have a thyroid problem, I shouldn't eat because they will like inhibit things already going on with my thyroid and mess with my medication and stuff. But it doesn't mean they're good or bad. It just means they affect people differently or they have
Yeah.
different effects. So maybe eat them in moderation. And yeah, soy's one of those. Supposedly it can decrease sperm count or whatnot. But I mean, if you don't want kids, eat all the tofu you want.
But I think one of the best quotes following this one, what makes the chocolate sacred.
Oh my god, I love
And
this.
this is legitimately a quote from the website. Like this is here. It's found. It's real. It is. You can read it. We have the link. All sacred chocolate is prayed over by Sacred Steve, the sacred chocolate
Yes!
Oompa Loompas, and the others in
Sacred
order.
Steve!
Yes!
And the sacred chocolate Oompa Loompas and others in order to elevate the vibration of the chocolate.
I'm just writing Sacred Steve on my
Sacred
paper.
Steve.
Which is weird.
Now I'm just picturing your brother Steve, but more sacred.
Sacred?
He's got a halo. Yeah.
We're gonna have to have him pray over some.
He went to the Met Gala the other day and came back and he's a changed man.
How many times can I just meditate on the word Sacred Steve?
Sacred Steve.
It's your new mantra.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So Sacred
no.
Steve prays over the sacred chocolate, and that is what makes it sacred.
He elevates the vibrations.
Sure.
Yeah, that's a thing that the pseudoscience hullabaloo type people say all the time. The vibrations.
Sure.
enough, good
Sacred Sacred Steve spent a year designing the sacred geometry of this custom heart-shaped sacred chocolate bar.
How did he get sacred?
Dude had a great
Nobody
year.
knows.
And
nobody-
also, he made a chocolate bar shaped like a love heart. It's not
There's
special.
the sacred geometry there.
It's sacred.
I don't know
because
what-
he's Sacred
It's-
Steve.
I remember
It's Pythagorean theorem.
I remember
Sacred Steve
geometry in
theorem.
high school, and there was very little sacred about it.
There was very
Yep.
little heart shapes in my geography class.
Welcome to Geography with Sacred Steve.
Don't worry, eventually we're going to be headed to
Geometry.
Peru. So
Yeah.
Oh wow, there's so
Yeah.
much just taking
some-
us everywhere.
this is great.
My
Sacred
heart is
Steve.
aflutter right now. This is amazing.
Your heart is full of sacred Steve.
I'm just full of the. I'm
It
full of the
has.
spirit.
He has increased your vibrations.
I feel it. I feel it. It's real.
He's helped the theobromine has helped dilate his blood vessels. It's no, but this is legitimate. Like another quote
Yeah.
on this god awful site. Containing theobromine, which helps dilate blood vessels and acts as a smooth muscle relaxant, along with dopamine compounds that make the blood more slippery.
Slippery.
It makes the liquid that flows through your veins more slippery.
Christy, you're medical adjacent. How does that work?
Yes.
Science guru.
Science.
Yes. Let's ask science.
The science
lady.
corner. Let's go.
I have
How slippery should your
never
blood
heard of.
I mean, I know there are like blood thinners that can make your
Yeah,
blood,
but I
like-
don't think any scientist would say it makes your blood more slippery.
Okay.
And obviously I know like there are things in chocolate that the dopamine, sure, it releases
Yeah.
dopamine. I've never heard of it having a physiological effect other than like the effects in your brain. Like
Yeah.
it makes you feel good. It's dopamine. I've never heard of it doing something specific to your blood. So
Yeah.
not to say that it doesn't have some kind of effect on that. I don't think the correct term for it is slippery,
Yeah.
but
You would
I don't really know what he's trying to get at there.
Yeah, like the closest
love
that
it.
I could get was that it's like, okay, so it releases the dopamine or like the theobromine like dilates your blood vessels and you know
The
it
blood runs easier
you know,
through you.
yeah, it's like,
I don't know.
It's like, okay, cool. Chocolate is an aphrodisiac, so this is why.
I think maybe
Right.
that's what he's trying to
Like-
say. The blood can get to your dick faster.
Yeah. Dick chocolate.
Dick chocolate.
Sacred Steve's dick chocolate.
I'm just gonna write down dick
no.
chocolate. I'm just keeping some notes. Dick chocolate,
Filing that away for later.
Sacred Stephen, dick chocolate. Okay.
And here's where my notes
Shut up and take my
completely
money.
fall apart.
Oh,
Like at this point, I was just copying and pasting and transcribing.
This is
in
what I
madness.
imagine. Just you flailing in front of a keyboard like
Kermit the Frog on the typewriter. That's kind of what it was.
there's like a montage going on and it's just Mel is in the center of it and then there's just like videos of David Avocado Wolfe flashing in the background as she's just like furiously typing.
I just see her
It's like a-
muttering things like I can't, I don't even.
Slippery blood.
Yeah.
You know, you guys are not actually far off from what actually was happening.
So this is where it actually gets less fun and more like.
Concerning. Very concerning.
Here we go.
So David Avocado Wolfe has given interviews with this website called what was it? It's run by a guy that calls himself Health Ranger on Twitter.
Okay.
Naturalnews.com or something.
I've seen natural news pop up before.
So this guy, April 11th, 2018, Wolf retweets an account called Health Ranger with a link to naturalnews.com, and the text description reads, YouTube restores Health Ranger video channel without explanation with the hashtags YouTube and hashtag censorship. Within the thumbnail of the link, because like when you're linked, thumbnail's visible with usually the first line of an article.
Yeah.
The beginning of the blog post is visible and reads, YouTube, an authoritarian techno cult run by deranged lunatic leftists who despise free speech.
That's a good start.
And it only gets better from there.
Yeah, that's accurate.
And, there are accusations of it being an echo chamber where rationality, logic, and reason are no longer tolerated. And so what they consider rational and logical are things such
Agree with us.
as, quote, there are only two genders, end quote.
Oh, okay.
So, David Avocado Wolfe is giving his support to
Yeah.
blatantly transphobic
Transphobic
guy.
asshole.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And when you retweet something, you are kind of, I mean,
You're
people,
endorsing it.
You are endorsing it.
Yeah, some people are a little bit irresponsible with that stuff, but
This-
like that's the implication.
This is something
Yeah.
I've complained about before with like people sharing things on Facebook.
Yeah.
If you share something on Facebook and do not post anything with it to say how you feel about it, the assumption automatically is going to be that you agree with everything said in what you shared.
Yeah.
So if you share a video and then later someone's like, oh, calls you out on it being problematic, and then you don't get to then go, well, yeah, I kind of thought that, but I just was wondering what other people thought. No, you have to like put a disclaimer up top and be like, I don't know if this is true.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Or have you heard about this? You can't, if you post something, you're endorsing it unless you wrote something otherwise.
Yeah.
And if you despise something and don't want it to get attention or gain notoriety, do not share it. Do not give them the clicks and the links and the likes.
Okay, so he retweets this April 11th, 2018, so relatively recently.
Okay.
And jumping further into my notes, if association with naturalnews.com, he actually gave them an interview dating to Wednesday, March 8th, 2006, and I haven't even sort of gone into the depths, but he's been associated with this website in a content producing capacity or interview capacity for over a decade.
Wow.
So we're talking like 12 years ago. So I'm thinking he actually gave his endorsement to this.
Yeah.
And even if it is the simple, like, government's going to keep our secrets down, they don't want you to know the mushrooms can cure you, man. He's still endorsing an openly transphobic website.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's, people don't get a pass for that kind of thing, from me, at least.
so like, this natural news guy is, he seems to be like the sort of conservative or air quotes libertarian Alex Jones style conspiracy theorist. Like, here's the timeline of the collapse, here's the government, they're gonna endorse child sex slavery kind
boy.
of things.
Hashtag Pizzagate.
Yeah.
So this leads into David Avocado Wolfe and one of my transcriptions, because there's this YouTube channel called London Real. They do these interviews. He seems to be like pretty non-judgmental, so people feel comfortable talking to this guy.
Yeah.
Jen, would you like to read the quote that brings it back to episode 3 of Goose Chase Podcast?
Yeah. Throwback.
Which one was the third episode? Don't tell me. Just read it.
Which one? Don't tell me.
I have been studying the people who run the world for a very long time. I grew up with David Icke, and I've been reading that stuff since I was a kid, right? So, David Icke, as
Yeah.
we all know and love.
And I will briefly say it is Ike. I mispronounced it wrong the entire episode.
I like to think I would prefer to think of it as Ick
I like
because
it.
the
Me
whole
too.
concept is just
He's icky.
yeah. So as a callback for a refresher for those of you who aren't gonna pause this and go back to episode 3 of Goose Chase,
Yeah.
Ike, he believes in reptoids and instead of what is generally regarded as being coded anti-Semitism claims that he believes that that they are literally lizard people controlling the world, but also he's a Holocaust denier. So
Yeah.
Your mileage may vary on that. Yeah.
yeah.
Right. You could make of that what you will.
You know, so and like also that he's been suspected of homophobic tendencies, and it's kind of like, you know, when you go back to Health Ranger and like this whole thing, it's kind of like you start wondering now about his
Okayness
Okayness
with
with-
open transphobia.
Yeah.
or like open homophobia.
At the very
Yeah.
least, you gotta question the company he keeps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, I feel like David Icke didn't make any of that stuff a real huge secret.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're really actually following that dude and you're still going to put him up in your
Well,
kind of...
he denied it, but it was always obvious.
Yeah.
People called him on it left and right.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's like if you're going to put that dude in your personal like pantheon of like, you know, people that you know, like, oh yeah, I grew up on these ideas.
Yeah. Like
You know what you're signing up for.
a lot of we've mentioned this. We mentioned this earlier, but a lot of the research we do is fairly surface level because it's what you can find online pretty easily. And the episode I did on David Icke, a lot of it was from Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So if I can find reference on Wikipedia to him being like an anti-Semite,
Yeah, right.
it's it's obvious. It's pretty easy to see that. So you know what you're getting into when you look into things like his belief in reptilians.
Yeah.
And you clearly know what you're getting into with the other dude who's pretty clearly transphobic. Like
Yeah.
they're not hiding what their problematic beliefs there.
Yeah. And if Daw had, it was very out there with these very problematic ideas, I don't think he would quite have the following that he does,
Right.
regardless of the fact that he has, he's an anti-vaxxer, he's a flat earther, he's
He's a gravity denialist.
He's a gravity
which I did
nihilist.
not know was a thing until I started this research.
Yeah.
I've heard a little bit about that.
Well,
where
that goes hand in hand with the flat Earth thing.
Yeah, and they think there's I've heard people say that it's a buoyancy thing, that we're not held by gravity, we're sinking, which doesn't even make sense.
I tried to wrap my head around it and I couldn't.
I know.
It's like
It's so out there, it's just
and
painful.
We had already covered the memes and content stealing. He steals a lot of stuff from other places. He'll recut it and put his own music on it and slap his logo on it and
Yeah.
put it on his Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or whatever.
So he's like world star, but for superfoods.
Superfoods and also just middle-aged mom memes and stuff.
Yeah.
Or janky image macros with text that doesn't flow well slapped on top of it.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, no, he's
So he's not even doing it well, is what we're saying.
No, it's it would be more admirable if it were elegant thievery, but it's not.
It seems like there's a lot of those people that will just take someone's video, just superimpose stuff, and it's mine now, because there's not a lot people can do.
Yeah.
So, I know this is something Jen really loved, the noble savage myth, and David Avocado loved.
That concept has haunted me through my entire college career, and then this asshole comes around and it's back. And
Oh, boy.
But we got to identify it in real life, which was great.
Please inform us, because I don't know that I'm really familiar with this.
Okay, so the idea, the myth, it's called the myth of the noble savage, which is a thing that we kind of cover a lot in anthropology, and in the anthropology classes that we had, was that the early explorers and people who would go to, and anthropologists who would go to different places and who would observe native peoples doing whatever it is they do, it's this exotic, it's this exotic concept, this romanticization.
They're pure and untainted by civilization.
Right.
Okay.
That's the thing. Oh, look they're doing this totally, a lot of times now, it's especially with him, it's this whole traditional, so in this case, he's in Peru, he went down there to
Find magic mushrooms or
fuck
something.
off in the mountains in Peru.
So it's kind of like the cultural appropriation of people who are, just doing their thing, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's better because it's
Yes,
this.
yes. Because they were doing a thing in this video that people here also do for a hobby, and he used the word traditional 80 times in this video. I got so sick of this damn word.
Yeah, it wasn't 5 minutes in, and I think the word traditional was used at least 15 to 20 times.
Oh, boy.
Not even kidding you. It's
You know what these Peruvian women were doing in his video? They were weaving and using a drop spindle to spin yarn out of alpaca fiber.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's just so traditional. It's so traditional.
Okay, let's get David Wolfe to a knitting guild, dude.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, and it's one of those things. It's a lot of these natural health gurus, people like him and fucking Gwyneth Paltrow. It's they just, you slap the word traditional or you slap the word natural or whatever on it.
We gotta
and
add
it's
goop to our list.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a logical, I think actually when I took a philosophy class, the appeal to nature was a logical fallacy that they
Yeah.
throw out. It's you can't say it's good because it's natural, you idiot.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Yeah, there are things that are bad from nature too. There are berries that you eat that will poison you and you'll die. Like,
Yeah.
just because it comes from the other earth doesn't mean it's good for you.
This podcast is highly unnatural.
Well-
I will point out everything about this room and everything in it.
Well, we watched another video where he was wandering around in his garden, which looked like garbage anyway. But he grows
Sacred tobacco.
Sacred tobacco.
Sure.
Yeah.
I wonder if Sacred
Like-
Steve is involved.
He's Sacred Steve's in the background making his dick chocolate. Like
Hey, you guys gotta try this.
he's putting he's putting the tobacco with the nicotine in his dick chocolate. But like he goes on and on in this video talking about like this tobacco and how amazing it is and like
How natural
and
and unadulterated it is.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
like he's like, if
Please tell me that he touches the leaves in the video.
he does.
does.
Yeah, he caresses them and he's like let's flip
Oh my
these over.
goodness.
Yeah, no, like he's talking
You'll
about
kill
like
yourself doing that.
he's
shit.
talking about like how powerful like the nicotine is like it's like they use it
Yeah.
in insecticides and
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
he's like,
it
it
is.
has
You'll
this
die.
natural insecticide. Although the best part about this is you guys remember The Simpsons?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, like
so
the-
tobacco.
Yes, tobacco.
Tobacco. He brings up it's like if you were to plant a tomato plant next to this, it would like
I think it's you have to graft the
it.
tomato plant onto the tobacco plant, and then
Yeah.
the tomato leaves will have nicotine in them.
Yes, so like tobacco. The
That's
Simpsons
tobacco.
predicted tobacco.
Man, the Simpsons, what have they
hilarious.
not predicted at this point?
Seriously.
But that was the best part about that
No,
video.
but for anyone who isn't aware, tobacco, if you touch it, if you handle
don't
the
touch
leaves
it.
of the plant with your bare skin, your skin can absorb the nicotine very easily, and you can overdose and die. Before they realized this, like back in the early days of harvesting tobacco, they would have, farm hands just out there harvesting it by hand, and people were getting very sick and dying, and they were having a hard time figuring out what was happening until they realized they were absorbing all this nicotine.
No, it's cool. It's all natural.
No, the irony,
It's all natural.
the irony in this is that
Nice.
he was handling these leaves as he was pointing out insects that landed on the plant and
Yeah.
were dying.
And were dying.
And
Which
were
is
being
Actually,
like-
it's actually a survival thing for the plant because it's like a jungle plant, so it needs to kill the insects to get nutrients.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
kind of like a Venus flytrap deal.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that about tobacco.
I mean,
Yeah. He's
I
like,
smoked
oh.
a hell of a lot of it. I had no idea.
yeah, and
It's
he
been tobacco facts with Jen and Mel.
tobacco facts.
Tobacco facts.
This is a lot of stuff about tobacco from two non-smokers.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
we learn things. So, going from touching tobacco and the myth of the noble savage, we talked about he's gravity denial, vaccine denial, chemtrails, Freemasons control everything.
and you can tell I was getting more and more unhinged because there's more all caps. Here's my favorite quote, personally. Better living through chemistry doesn't work. You have to use more alchemical thinking, which is you have to integrate into the more disparate forces of nature. You have to consider astrological forces. You have to consider timing, which is transcribed from the video done by London Real.
That was my face. That was my
What
face.
does that mean?
It essentially
So
means,
basically, it means if you need an SSRI, sorry, consult a star chart instead.
That's so
Like,
stupid.
because better living through chemistry is like one of those just horrible, disparaging things people like this guy say
yeah.
about just routine medication. Because it's
Yeah. It's a thing. It's like when people start talking about foods and as a scare tactic, they call things chemicals
Yes.
to make it sound worse. And you go, but everything's chemicals.
literally everything.
That's,
Everything's
are chemicals.
chemicals.
that's the thing that drives me nuts is people going, oh, well, there's just all these chemicals. And I'm like, well, okay. I get that there's some chemical
Oxygen,
compounds that are not good.
nitrogen.
There's a lot of chemical
neon.
compounds we need.
Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And yes, some people need prescriptions. Some people choose to take them. Some people don't. You get to make that choice.
You can
If you
decide
don't want to
which-
take it, you don't have to take it. But
Yeah.
you don't make someone else feel bad because they choose to like take a medicine that can help them when it's especially like SSRIs and stuff, they're there because there's something going on chemically that needs adjusted.
Yeah, he's the kind of asshole that shares the memes where it's like the picture of a bunch of like different pills of questionable origin. It's like you don't know what they are, and it's like it's one of those. And then on the other half is like a cabin in the woods or like a forest. It's like these aren't antidepressants. This is an antidepressant. Like that's the kind of crap.
suck
Like
it.
yeah, no, like this. He's a gem.
I like camping
So-
as much as the next
Yeah.
guy, but come on.
Fuck
Yeah, that's
no.
not an that's not an antidepressant if you're clinically depressed.
Yeah.
Okay, get yourself to that cabin when you're clinically depressed. Tell me how that goes.
Yeah, no, he's a special snowflake.
Okay, so I'm going to go into this is my favorite section, and you can have the one you discovered on the banana blog.
The
Banana blog.
I love this. This is such a fun episode.
So he has been an anti-vaxxer since the age of 7. He has needle issues. Quote, when you're injecting kids and you're injuring kids, this to me is a very serious problem. And I've taken massive flack, just massive amounts of attacks. That's why I get trolled on, mostly vaccines, because I question the vaccine theory and I question the vaccine efficacy. And I know from experience that there's better technology, which is ozone. We're trying to control infectious diseases. So he thinks vaccines will only work if there aren't any preservatives in them. He thinks that ozone and oxygen will kill viruses and bacteria, and he claims this ozone therapy was invented by Nikola Tesla himself, and I didn't get a chance to actually check that. But it sounds crazy enough for Tesla to have invented it.
Yeah.
I think he did do work with ozone stuff. I think there's something there. I'm sure it's bastardized in some way here, but
He claims to have seen miracle after miracle after miracle in Tijuana, where a doctor runs a clinic where he
all
cures
miracles
people with
happen.
ozone.
Yeah, donkey shows and whatnot.
And but here
kind of a miracle.
we get to my absolute favorite thing about David Avocado Wolfe in this London Real interview.
The pee-pee tape.
There's a P tape. Well, not like an actual P tape. Urine vaccination.
Oh my God, yes.
Have you heard about
No,
this?
I'm just
are you
happy.
telling me that he doesn't believe
This is
in
news to
actual
me.
vaccinations,
But he believes in something
he
called
will
urine.
inject urine into somebody?
You can't see me, but I am nodding like a deranged
eggs.
seal. Yes.
Yeah, it's like eggs.
So he has advocated for urine therapy, quote, which is, by the way, the most powerful vaccine of all and is very effective at controlling cancer.
Okay, David, just listen closely. Urine is waste, honey. There's
it back.
nothing in it that you need. Don't put it back in the body. That's it's like when your dog eats his own shit. It's not it's not what you
I have
do.
questions. I have
This
questions.
Tijuana doctor will teach people so they can do it at home too. That mid
goody.
stream. You're taking those antigens that come out of your urine as soon as you inject that into your fat tissue, which he mentioned that you like inject it into your buttocks.
That's what I was going to ask.
Your body goes, oh, that's what we're dealing with. So he thinks that injecting urine, which is actually like if your body removes any toxins, it's going to be your liver or kidneys, and it's probably going to come out in feces or urine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
the opposite of everything he has.
That's so crazy.
Coming
Why would
on.
you inject toxins back into your body?
Because it cures cancer, according to him. I don't.
It's like your own personal botulism.
Yeah. Well, because once urine leaves your body, when it leaves your body, it's sterile. You know that, right? That's the argument.
That
thing
is
is-
his argument.
That's a myth, though.
Yeah, no, that's
but
the argument.
he believes it.
He believes it. It once it leaves your body, you get it midstream. It's sterile.
Get
you
it
just-
midstream.
Also, the most horrifying Google search I've ever done was urine therapy, and I found a blog dedicated on how to do it. And there's also an alternative to urine therapy, like urine
Do we have urine
vaccination.
therapy on our list?
You should
Christy,
if
we
you don't.
We do now.
There was actually a section of that post dedicated to if the urine therapy doesn't work and someone is like violently vomiting or having diarrhea, you capture, I think it was like 1 cubic centimeter of the diarrhea and shake it up in a bottle of water and dilute it and put the poop water under their tongue.
Yeah.
Okay, again, okay, David. When people are very ill,
David, baby.
David.
David,
Oh,
baby.
honey,
Oh,
bless
sweetie,
your
babe.
heart. But okay, David, just focus. When we have diarrhea, it's your body purging something really bad. You don't put it under your tongue.
Okay.
I'm gonna make you spit that out.
I'd just like to point out that that was not David Avocado Wolfe recommending the diarrhea water. It was a blog dedicated to explaining what urine vaccination and urine therapy is.
give it time.
blog
I mean,
explaining
give it
vaccination
time.
and urine therapy, baby.
I would
Don't do that.
surprised. Like, ugh.
That has been the only time I will defend David Avocado Wolfe. He didn't actually recommend poop water yet.
I'm saying
Yes.
give it time.
Yeah.
I'm really saying give it a couple of days.
All right.
What was the other thing I just said we should do an
Urine
episode
therapy?
on? Yeah, before that. Goop.
Goop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Would you like to get into the sexual harassment claims?
As if it wasn't enough of a garbage fire already.
So, I was fussing around on the internet and I came across a blog dated to February 21st of 2011. And
I'd also like to point out that the lady that ran that website is a well-known raw vegan YouTuber.
yeah.
So
Who's
she's from inside the camp.
She's from
Yeah.
this is
Part
a
of this
raw
community.
This is a
She's-
raw vegan foodist website. It's it was almost it seemed like a MySpace for raw food vegans, and there were blog posts and forums.
Yeah. So, this woman was talking about her experience that happened at a retreat. It was an NFL retreat. So we
don't know what NFL stands for in this context.
yeah,
natural food living.
Some-
Yeah, it's gotta be
assuming.
something like that.
yeah, it's probably something like that. So she was talking about
Natural food lifestyle, something like that.
so she's recounting this experience that she had with David Avocado. It's I would not write to complain if his actions had not occurred. I would eat the money and never go on another NFL retreat. However, I feel violated by David Wolfe in a way I never imagined possible, having previously looked up to him with gratitude prior to this big island retreat. So they're in Hawaii, they're on this retreat, and she's recounting her experience is where did it go? David Wolfe is on camera while Parsley was filming.
Oh God! Fuck you.
Was Sacred Steve there?
Sacred Steve was probably making dick chocolate in the
Yeah.
background.
Sacred Steve and Parsley in the
Sacred
same
Steve-
place?
Sacred Steve is passed out with nicotine poisoning at this point.
You know what? If he's lucky, yeah.
Yeah.
So Parsley was filming. David Wolfe rubbed his head all over my breasts at the black sand beach. I was appalled and embarrassed, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to ruin this retreat because, like most Americans, I commute 2 hours a day to work, 40 hours a week, receiving only 2 weeks vacation. I had planned 8 months in advance to attend this retreat, besides all the money that I spent when I only earned $17 an hour. On one of the days during the retreat, when we came back from seeing the town of Hilo, David Wolfe invited me to the house that he was staying in Kalani. I believe this to be a friendly gesture, and I liked the idea of getting to know David Wolfe, having read almost all of his books. He massaged my back, which was very gracious, until he bluntly asked me, "Can I see your boobs?" I was utterly shocked and appalled. I was utterly shocked and appalled at how completely belligerent a question this was being directed at me, a female, especially a paying member of the retreat. After he asked me this, I left as politely as I could, not wanting to make a scene, but I was dying inside because I hate being disrespected by men, unbelievably by David Wolfe. Further, on New Year's Eve, at the costume party, he grabbed my butt and squeezed it. After he did this, I left soon after, not wanting to be near him anymore.
And that was a pretty abbreviated version of this
Yeah.
blog post that this woman is anonymous. She's not like the vegan YouTuber.
Gotcha.
It's just she sent it into the website and they published it oh, by the way, this guy that a lot of you look up to. Beware.
Not so good.
You know that
Yeah.
that says. I kind of feel like that says a lot. That a place that's like a community for the people that are interested in this kind of thing was willing to go out on a limb and be like, you should probably know
to
this.
bat for this
Yeah.
person.
I mean,
yeah.
it speaks to the fact that maybe there's a lot of stories that maybe
Yeah.
Which
were enough.
And two, if you look at the whole, if we're looking at this from the whole cult aspect, is not very far off from the behavior that you see in most people who are leaders or high up in organizations like this, where they have a lot of people following them and looking up to them, and they're
Yeah.
you know, they do take
And,
advantage of these people.
Yeah.
And people who are afraid to say anything because everyone looks up to this person,
Yeah.
or don't want to waste their money, don't want to waste their time, don't want to make a scene.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
especially women get victimized this way all the time because
Yeah.
we can't win. It's a double-edged sword. You're screwed if you say something, you're screwed if you don't say something. it's just a bad situation all around.
The comments
this is
were a dumpster fire. It was like, well, I mean, it's like, how are we supposed to really believe you?
Oh my! I'm sure it was a nightmare
like-
because people don't want to believe that, especially in that
It's like,
place.
why did you stay?
Yeah.
Why did you go into his house?
Right.
Like, you should have known that if you were going into his house. Like, those comments were terrible.
Yeah.
It was...
I'm sure there were tons of
and
them.
here's
too.
the problem: is like she's read almost all of his books. She feels like she knows him.
Yeah.
She feels like she knows him. She looks up for him, or looks up to him. They've built a bond without him really having to do anything other than just what he does for money in his life anyway.
Right.
It's easy. He already has everything he needs to abuse people. It's already there. People already look up to him.
Yeah.
It's so easy to take advantage. And of course she went to his house. Of course, like,
Yeah, if you're invited to the home of someone you really look up to, that's the farthest thing from your mind.
I like the band Dave Gahan. I like the band Depeche Mode. And Dave Gahan is lead singer. I like Dave Gahan. So if I met him, like I went to one of his shows or, it's something that he was involved in, and I got a chance to meet him,
Yeah.
and he said, let's go to some other place, like let's go to this bar or let's go somewhere else. I wouldn't go alone
Right.
because of everything
I feel
now, but I would probably go if I had someone with me and be like, yeah, because you're Dave Gahan.
You'd regard a bad
What are you
thing
going
as
to do?
a bad thing is possible, but you'd feel unlikely because you have
Right.
this personal idea of who this person is.
Right. And that's dangerous. I mean, it's why we get let down by celebrities all the time because
Yeah.
we know a certain side of them. We know their best side that they put out for everybody.
Yeah.
we know who we think they are.
Yeah, we
and
know who
they
we want
us-
them to be.
Who they want us to see them as well.
Yeah. So that's exactly. This is building up just the perfect way to abuse people very easily because they know what you want them to know.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna put out, like, most people aren't gonna sit there and put out this, like, shitty face to, like, I'm this awful, terrible, horrible person.
Yeah.
Like, if you're doing that, you're probably a serial killer or a politician. Like,
Like I'm sure David Avocado Wolfe has never posted the video where he stubs his toe and then kicks the dog.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure that video is not on the internet.
yeah, not yet, at least.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot else about David Avocado Wolfe that we probably haven't touched on. Like, naturalnews.com is a dumpster fire, which relates back into, like, one of their headlines that I loved was, Kanye is now red pilling everyone, teaching the black community how to discover personal power, courage, and freedom. Just like Michelle Bachmann
Whoa.
didn't, because that wasn't real.
Yeah.
But
Just like Michelle Bachmann didn't.
Yeah, and then we have some more, just disturbing quotes that are just.
I want them all.
Like,
I want them all.
oh god. So do you want to do flat Earth or do you want to do vaccines?
I'll do flat Earth. When you get to the flat Earth, what's amazing about that, what's interesting about that is you immediately go, is the space program authentic? Right? You go, boom, space program. Is it authentic? Are these pictures that we're getting really from satellites or are they from high altitude drone balloons? Is the rocketry thing really just a stage trick? Which is an interview conducted by London Real, found on YouTube. And his support for the flat Earth theory hinges on the idea that he thinks there is no evidence for the sun not setting in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Like, like polar
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Which also relates to him believing in government conspiracies. Is it possible the world we're living in has been misdescribed? I definitely know the world we're living in has been misdescribed to us, and it's oversimplified, including the solar system model. But this is part of the same interview where he talked about how much he loves David Icke. So
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So he thinks that our entire reality is a hologram reflected off of the moon. Because that's what David Icke thinks.
Yeah, right.
is it possible that the people who are running our governments are connected to each other in secret societies? The answer, it's possible.
Oh my-
Are they working together secretly? Yep, looks like they are. That's the Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, the Freemasonic societies of the world. Is it possible they could have malintent, meaning they could have intent to deceive? The answer is yep, certainly possible.
That is my favorite thing about people like this. I'm so glad we got a quote like this because it's this constantly, I don't know, I'm just asking questions. Is it
Yeah.
possible? I don't know. I'm just asking questions. People do that all the time. Under the guise of asking questions, they are making implicit claims.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
they give themselves room to back out of it.
Yeah. Like I never
Well,
said this. I just
I was
threw
just
the question
proposing
out
a
there.
question.
I was just saying, is it possible? Sure.
Yeah. It might be. It
bullshit.
might not be. Yeah. Yeah, no. And then it's when it gets to things like vaccines that it starts to get like really harmful. So
Yeah.
what's really wonderful about what's happening with our awareness about food and diet and herbs and natural medicine is that we're deferring to the ancient wisdom, the stuff that's worked for thousands of years and ultimately the safest bet. Vaccines have not been around for thousands of years. It's not the safest route just because it doesn't have a history. We want to go back to the things that the great Chinese medical doctors figured out thousands of years ago, going back to the great Ayurvedic practitioners, the great herbalists of North America and the Native Americans in their time. It not only helps us heal, it also connects us to something, which is an interview he did with Natural News in March of 2006.
To which I say, get tuberculosis and die.
Yeah.
I wrote great Chinese medicine never cured polio.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and this is a very harmful idea of like any new technology, anything new is bad. And that's so flawed.
Yeah.
It's so flawed because, okay, then we wouldn't have any antibiotics.
Yeah.
We're just gonna let ourselves die because we developed this thing through fucking science.
Right.
That, yeah,
I mean, in fairness, a lot of the things that we rely on that we have synthesized and made really great do have a lot of natural roots. I mean, like, we
Yeah.
discover things in nature, but we make them so much better.
aspirin is the biggest example of this because it's the one everybody knows.
Yeah.
But people were using aspirin for a long time.
Take
They
penicillin.
they would chew on the bark of the tree.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with that is it's really hard on the stomach. And
Yeah.
so it wasn't really getting the most effect out of it. So they made a synthetic version that's a little easier on the stomach, though still hard on the stomach, and has a better, more potent effect. But of course we learned from natural medicine. When I went to grad school, my program, though it had nothing to do with pharmacy, they didn't know where to put a forensic science program.
Yeah.
So they stuck us in the pharmacy building.
Right.
And I worked in the department of, oh God, I'm not going to remember what it's called now because it's a mouthful. Department of Medicinal something and Pharmacognosy. But it's basically looking into natural,
Yeah, like,
kind of like natural products to like find cures for cancer and stuff like that and cures for different diseases. It's something it's research that's still very widely done. And our pharmacy had a garden devoted to like all these natural plants that we use in medicine and that medicines like we synthesized new medications from.
you
because
guys ever
it's-
grow any weed? Yeah.
I'm sure some people did at home, but not in the gardens at the school.
All right. Cool.
It's Chicago. It's not legal there yet.
Right,
Well,
okay.
maybe now it is. It wasn't at the time.
So much of what David Avocado Wolfe does, which is now like abundantly clear to me, is he I guess like a lot of people, he scrambles your understanding of the way things are to make room for the way that he can profit off of
Yeah.
how you think things are.
Oh, yeah.
Like he has to start with like disrupting your basic understanding of like, you know, what is like fundamentally true or sound or beneficial. And then he can sell you something.
Well, he makes
A
you
NutriBullet.
doubt.
What's that?
A NutriBullet.
A Nutri?
he was a
has his own
he's-
NutriBullet?
No,
Yeah,
he was a
NutriBullet
NutriBullet spokesman at one
Oh
point.
God.
Yeah.
He makes you doubt everything you know, so then he could replace what you thought were facts with his own.
It's crazy how often we come up against this methodology that like so many people
Super
use.
common.
I'm so glad that you did start with, well, you know, I don't want to go to culty, but it's culty because yeah, it's culty.
Yeah.
He at the very least is using the techniques that cults use.
Yeah.
At
So-
the very least.
I think wrapping up all of my David Avocado Wolf quotes is in the center of this one. He's talking to the Sydney Morning Herald about raw foodism and stuff because he apparently went on tour in Australia at one point. I could take any diet and tear it apart. What's really important is what makes you feel good. It's not a theory, it's a feeling. So basically, I think that's almost kind of like...
Okay, McDonald's makes me feel really good in some ways. I know I shouldn't eat it.
But I think
Revealing.
I think that's one of the most revealing things he's ever said. It's not necessarily what's legitimately good for you.
Yeah.
It's what makes you
Yeah.
feel.
It's not what's fact based, what's supported, what's like clearly laid out like evidence or anything. It's just how does it make you feel?
Yeah. And what's incredible about feelings is they can be influenced by the ideas you put into your head. Different things can feel all right because you've rationalized them in ways that don't make sense.
And
And
also
they're
placebo
ultimate-
effect.
And they're not empirical.
You can talk yourself into like something making you feel better, like Vicks VapoRub. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it does make you feel better, but like when you put that shit on at first, oh my god, your eyes are just like, what? This is awful. But then it's like it opens up your nasal passages because what? It has eucalyptus, camphor, and menthol.
All natural, by the way.
Yeah.
I've talked about it before, but there was something, I think it was on Dr. Oz, and it is a homeopathic thing that is supposed to decrease your symptoms, like your how long the flu lasts. Which is what there is a medicine that does this. It's called Tamiflu.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
It's expensive, even the generic form. If you
Yeah.
don't have great insurance, it can be over $100. It will cut down on how long you're sick, maybe how bad it's going to be. It does not make you not contagious.
yeah.
So you could still be contagious. It's not not an antibiotic because the flu's not from bacteria.
Yeah.
So it does not work the same way. But we would constantly get people in being like, well, I don't want to buy this actual medicine that's expensive. And I agree, it's bullshit that it's that expensive.
Yeah.
But they're like, well, I'm just going to get this over the counter, this homeopathic medication
Right.
over the counter, which, like, you guys, we talked about this earlier. My face shows everything I'm thinking, and I
Yeah.
can't help it. And I have this discussion one day with this lady who was debating getting Tamiflu for a child in deciding if she's going to get Tamiflu or if she's going to get the thing that's more natural over the counter.
And the problem is, you're in a position now to be like, this is a human child. I could maybe do something.
And there's a thing that people do all the time when they come to the pharmacy is they ask the pharmacist or they ask someone for their advice.
Yeah.
And then if you don't tell them what they want to hear, they keep repeating the question to try to get you to back them up. They just want you to tell them it's a good idea to do whatever the fuck they're going to do anyways, which we won't do because then we're liable if someone's like, well, they said it's okay. Like, no,
Yeah.
that can't come back on us. So it was this round and round and round conversation of like, well, but I might just use this because it's more natural and blah, blah, blah. And I'm over here like,
Yeah.
well, there's no proof that it actually works. There's no studies actually backing it up. And it's homeopathic, so there's no active ingredients in it. This other thing is medicine, and we know it works. So...
But to the core of our topic, like, David Avocado Wolfe is not the only guy stirring this soup. But, like, that is the end result of thinking that way.
And there's a lot of people out there who buy into this stuff. It's dangerous. That could be a child getting really sick and ending up in the hospital and possibly dying because someone decided to do something that is natural or use a superfood
Yeah.
versus
Inject urine
And
into their
it
ass.
starts by...
inject urine in their
And
ass.
I am so happy that you guys brought that one in.
And
Nothing makes me happier than the thought of David Avocado Wolfe shooting a syringe full of his own urine into his body.
That would make a magnificent oil painting.
He's just full of piss.
And we just
oh my
we
God.
started with like janky, awful image macros that your like mom or aunt or like elderly co-worker shares on Facebook, and we ended
dancing minions, maybe.
yeah.
It was like, you know,
That's the quality we're going to, and we end with like injecting your own urine into your ass and people dying because
Yeah.
they could have had actual medicine.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's a real insidious thing here.
it's like on a level of, you know, Dr. Oz to Gwyneth Paltrow, he's like here. Like,
Okay.
for,
Like, on a scale of-
further.
All the way out there.
He's all the way out there.
Well, it's as someone who comes from a science background and really truly believes in science, it pisses me off so bad because when
Yeah.
you try to dissuade people from critically thinking about things and believing in science, obviously he does it for a reason. He wants
Yeah.
people to buy into what he's selling. But people are going to die because they choose
Yeah.
shit like this over stuff that actually works. And that is so scary. And it happens.
Yeah.
It's horrifying to think that people don't believe science. It's like these are
Right.
proven things, like repeatedly, like over and over and
Yeah.
over, and you're just like, you know what? Nah, that's really not. It's really not
I mean,
my thing.
for example, Steve Jobs,
Yeah.
he could have lived longer. He could have possibly been cured, but he decided to use alternative medicine first. And then by the time he realized it wasn't working, and he tried like other things, like actual medications,
yeah,
it was too late and it was too far gone, and he did express regret at that point. That's the danger here. And that is someone who had a lot of money
yeah.
and could have afforded the best possible medical treatments.
Yeah.
So it
No
just
one's
it
immune.
pisses me off.
I almost propose that because the thing is, David Avocado Wolfe is so much a part of like the reason we do this show. Like, are people exactly like that? I almost propose we need a rogues gallery somewhere in this room with his photo in it.
Well,
and we
let's
should
make
start
it a part-
accumulating these people.
Let's make it a part of the. Weren't we gonna have the wall with because of what's his name, Keith Raniere?
Yeah. Oh yeah. What was the idea?
It was basically it's gonna be our gotcha board.
Gotcha
you're
board.
So we should have pictures of our rogues wall, and
Yes.
then we'll have like
We'll have red X's through the people that get busted.
busted. I was just telling my boss about Nexium because I was talking about the podcast and
Yeah.
telling him things that we've talked about. So I told him about that one.
I think it's probably a good time for us to wrap up this
Yeah,
show.
I feel like this has been a pretty long episode, but it has been
two and a half
very,
hours.
2
very
hours and 15
informative.
minutes. 2 hours and 15 minutes so far.
Very informative, worth it.
What a great episode, and I so appreciate the level of detail you put into
You
the
did not
research.
skimp on the research.
No.
I will never be the same.
Yeah.
I
That's
want to watch.
changed me.
I want to watch
That's the
videos of
scary
this guy,
part.
which is I feel bad. I want to watch videos of this guy. I don't want to encourage him, but I really feel a primal need to familiarize myself with my
I mean,
enemy.
you really need to see his hair.
Yeah, no,
It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah,
questionable.
yeah.
His hair is?
Do you doubt the hair?
I have questions.
There's secrets and lies in there.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for doing our second ever guest episode and just
Knocking it out of the park.
Yes,
Thank you for having us. We
Yes.
really,
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
I'd
even though
definitely
it was,
like to have you back.
yes.
we'd like to come back. Hopefully, talking about a subject that's a little less
Maybe we'll find something
Depressing.
fecal matter
lighthearted.
involved.
Yeah.
Or maybe next time you'll assign us a topic and we'll do the research.
That could work too.
Could be.
And you guys can do the quiz and the middle segment.
Yeah.
That's what we did with Laura and TJ, and that worked out well for them. But you guys were already like off to the races on the research, so I was like, all right, we'll take a break.
Yeah.
And you did such a good job,
Yeah.
so thank you.
Thank you.
So, thank you for listening. We will see you next week for another episode of Goose Chase.
Goose Chase.
Goose chase.
Thank you for listening.
Mel, do you want to say Goose Chase?
No, I don't have like a funny voice or anything to say goose chase.
That works. Good enough. All right. See you next week. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Goose Chase. We are Goose Chase Podcast on Facebook and Twitter. On Twitter, our handle is @GooseChasePod, and our website is www.goosechasepodcast.com.
If you have any topics you'd like us to research, please email us at goosechasepodcast@gmail.com. If you like what we do on the show, please rate and review us on iTunes and Google Play.
Want to go on a goose chase?
Ooh, yes.